What is up, my friends? How are we? You are very welcome along to the final match day of 2024 here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds travelling down to London to take on West Ham. The team news is in. It is confirmed on the screen, but I will go through it for you. In goal is Alisson Becker. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Left back, Andy Robertson. Your centre-back pairing for today is Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez. In midfield, Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Alexis McAllister. And up top, Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz. I guess the big news, no Chiesa on the bench. No Chiesa in the matchday squad today for Liverpool. I don't know if this is an indicator of maybe the club aren't where they want to be, but hey, I don't know. Nick, I don't know why you can't hear me, bro, but that's on your end. It isn't on mine because everything's coming through, so maybe just higher up your volume. Right, folks, that is the starting 11 anyway. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Of course, it is a big game. West Ham have a load of players out today, so we should be getting the job done in all honesty, but we've got to go and earn it, right? As we sit here now, Manchester City are 2-0 up. Haaland has finally found his goal-scoring form again. He's after bagging one for them. They're 2-0 up away at Leicester. So yeah, hope you all had a lovely weekend. It is a bit weird. It doesn't feel like it's been a weekend. I couldn't believe it. Today just does not feel like a Sunday, but there you go. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We've got a lot to go through over the next hour and 15. We'll be talking about the latest Trent stories. Isak's price tag and a quiet January ahead by the looks of it. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. Today's just about getting the 3 points and then we can talk about the window afterwards, I guess. Right, so again, no Jota in the starting 11 today. I don't know what that means from whether it's a fitness thing perhaps or whether it's just, I don't know, still Arne doesn't feel like he's ready to start. I guess we'll hear from the man himself at some point. But we do know the starting 11 as I've gone through. On the bench today for Liverpool, Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Elliott, Jota, Costas, McConnell, Dans and Kwanzaa, which really does speak volumes of where we are with the Chiesa situation, doesn't it? Because no Chiesa on the bench, you got to start asking yourself, are these stories coming out of Italy, is there something to them? Because I'm struggling to find a logical answer as to why Chiesa hasn't been included in any of these squads or has been in and out of squads. He's either fit or he isn't. So I wonder, are we going to see something there? Will there be movement? I don't know, but we've seen plenty of reports about it, right? Right, what have we got in the chat? Even how was Chiesa a £10 million flop? I don't, look, let's not just, I don't want to get into the negatives of being a flop or whatever. It's just frustrating because, most importantly for me as a Liverpool fan, right? If he doesn't fancy Chiesa, well then we need to figure out who we can bring in to fulfill that sixth squad place in the attack, because we're going to be short over the course of a season again. If he's not going to be utilised, why do we bring him in? I don't understand. There's so many decisions that I'm scratching my head about recently. The contract situation, of course, that's another one. But there's been a lot of stuff coming out today to suggest that Liverpool are going to have a quiet January. But guess what? Ladies and gentlemen? The war chest will then be wheeled out for the summer. And if you buy that lie from the owners, then I've got a bridge I'd like to sell you. So, we are being brought to you today, as always, on a match day with thanks to our friends at Manscaped. A quick reminder that you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our discount code Anfield20. That is 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our code Anfield20. Use that at checkout, or you can scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I don't know what the point was in buying Chiesa. This team is utter rubbish, right, Dino? Well, that's the end of you. I hope you enjoyed your one sentence worth of contributing to the chat, mate. Imagine starting off a sentence with, this team is rubbish, as we're on top of the league and unbeaten in 22, and then pretending to call yourself a Liverpool fan. Not here, bro. Not here. I've had enough. There's been so many gobshites in the chat lately that I'm just not even going to get into it anymore. It's just ban, because it is just silly. We're so crap, aren't we? Gosh, we're so crap. We're top of the league, top of the Champions League. We're just so terrible. God, I wish I was United. I wish we were Man United and we had all that. Oh, hang on. They're in the bottom half of the table. I feel sorry for Chiesa at this moment in time because he was so happy and excited to join Liverpool, but after his injury hasn't had much playing time. I wonder why. He never had an injury, Val. I don't know where you're getting the injury from. He never had one. He just never got up to fitness. It is a weird one. Look, I can't figure this out for the life of me. I can't. You brought him in. We were told at first a little 2 months mini pre-season. Now we're halfway through the season and he's still not in squad. So I think we're going to have to say that there has to be something to the Chiesa stuff about Liverpool not wanting him. Craig, am I a gobshite? No, but you have put it in twice and you're spamming, so you can have a timeout. You've been warned, Bobby, many times about spamming by me and other moderators in the chat, so stop asking, stop looking for attention, for God's sake, and grow up. We can send the war chest promise to Bullshit Island. Yes, absolutely, Charlie. It's crazy. And people are going to buy it, mate. That's what gets me, right? People are going to buy it. There are people who are going to come out during this window and defend the situation and say, oh yeah, we don't need to make any signings. The team are in great position. Sure, look at us. We're great. Let them go to the summer. And then in the summer we'll get the same excuses again about, oh well, the market just wasn't right, or the owner's lost 50p in his trousers or something like that, you know? It's just disgusting. And these owners need to be called out firmly, strongly and repeatedly for the cheap fucks that they are. Because that's what they are. And I'm done with it now. You're seeing more and more stories starting to come out just before the window, and I can read you out a few of them suggesting that Liverpool are going to have a quiet January with an eye to a busy summer. And if you believe that, well, best of luck to you, because I'm not buying it. I think it's a good team. Bench is a little weak. It is a little weak. And do you know what? That's part of the problem, right? So we're here talking about a January window, and now we're looking at a bench that has McConnell and other youngsters on it, knowing that we have spots we can free up. There's also been some stories linking Fulham with a move for Endo, so keep your eye on that situation. But I'll read you out some of what's been doing the rounds today, and we can go from there. So the priority for Liverpool is to finalise new contracts for Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk, though a deal for Real Madrid target Trent may be beyond reach. That's Simon Jones on the Mail. Also, Simon Jones, Liverpool, Chelsea and United are interested in Liam Delap. That's it now. Liam Delap is apparently the extent of our ambition. Ipswich striker. Brilliant. Next up, Fulham are a possible destination for Wataru Endo, which we mentioned a moment ago. On top of that, we have long-term cover will be sought a fullback, with Anthony Robinson among those discussed, but emphasis on holding their nerve until the summer. Everton's Jared Branthwaite remains a possibility, but for the summer. Lie. More lies piled on top of lies, with a little few more lies thrown in. Liverpool anticipate a quiet January, but are ready to react if necessary. It's like FSG just have a bullshit word conductor that they throw out every year, and journalists buy it, and we have to listen to it. It's pathetic. And I'm done with them. I'm going to be absolutely viciously calling them out all the way through January, and if that isn't for you, you're probably going to want to have to go elsewhere, because I am going to go on the attack in January, because I'm done with them. They're risking another season. They're risking the manager. They're risking legacy. They're risking everything because they're pathetic, cheap fucks. It's so frustrating. We're top of the league and doing great on the pitch. No complaints about that whatsoever. Yes, performances could be a little bit better. I'll give you that. But we are in a great position. And they're risking it all again. It's just, and anybody, any journalist or any channel that comes out in support of this fiasco, honestly, they need calling out as well. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from a journalist. I don't want to hear it from a fan account. I don't want to hear it that Liverpool are okay. It's bullshit. Craig, I'm starting to get worried about the contracts, mate. Haven't heard anything convincing on 3 players yet. I'm pretty sure that FSG will sign all 3 players up and act like they're new players. Well, it doesn't look like Trent's going to sign up, to be honest. Again, I'm just going off the lay of the land because I don't know. I've been completely upfront all the way through this. I know nothing about Trent's contract. But I've yet to see much positivity in the last couple of days. And now you're starting to see the English side of this creeping out about Trent leaving. And I really don't know. But my thoughts have always been the same. Trent, if he wants to, can end all of this speculation. But he's choosing not to. You can take from that what you want. I know there's going to be people holding out hope that this silence is going to end up with Trent signing. And I hope you're right. But if it doesn't, it's going to end up with us being strung along as a fan base yet again and manipulated. And then that's where the problems start for me. But we have to wait and see. Like, we have no other choice under these owners. It's always wait and hope, wait and hope, wait and hope, wait and hope. Never decisive action. Always wait. Brighter future, brighter days ahead. Wait. I just want to know what's going on with Chiesa. I mean, somebody's telling lies, because the English journalists, I know for a fact, have been told that the plan with Chiesa was exactly what Arne said. Build up his fitness, then include him in a matchday squad. Then bring him in, then give him minutes, then start to introduce him, and then let him fight for his place. All the way through, when we've been seeing this stuff from Italy about loans or Italian clubs wanting to come in from and him being unhappy, I've always been told it's untrue. I've always been told it's waffle. I've always been told the club have no interest in selling or loaning. But it's difficult to figure out what's going on now because he's not in the squad again. And that's telling. It is. Whatever way we look at it, we know he's fit. So him not being in the squad yet again, it paints a picture, and I think again we need to be spoken to like adults here and not lied to. Charlie, wasn't there pressure they pulled the war chest card? Always. But it's never the case, Charlie. As you know, mate, it's always another lie, and something will happen between now and the summer, and then everything will change. But sure, we know that at this point. Baron, mate, thank you. Shane B, how are you, mate? Ineos out, Glazers out, cutting costs by stopping cutting charitable donations is an absolute disgrace, and it's disgusting. Shane, there's a lot of things, bro, that you and I will banter about, right? And there's a lot of things as a United fan I'll call you out on and mock you for. But I'm with you. I'm right behind you on this one. And I think most football fans are. To see the way Ratcliffe is acting towards former players, and I think we're talking, Shane, about a 40 grand donation here. I don't know what to say, mate. You know, your fan base, your club, your frontline workers at United, and your former players deserve better than Jim Ratcliffe and what he's doing. It is sickening to me from the outside. And this isn't a Liverpool United thing. This is a human perspective. It's just shocking, bro. It's shocking. Stephen said, I get fed up with those channels which use bullshit clickbait like it's official, Trent's leaving. Well, what we do, which we've never said it's official because we don't know, but we do use headlines from newspapers as talking points, and I can't speak for other channels, mate, but, you know, I know what we do, and it's always based around the story, and we'd say Trent leaving question mark, and then we'd follow that up with a story about it, or Trent staying question mark, and then we'll follow that up with a story about it. But I guess it all comes down to who shit the bed, because we still have no contract renewal sorted, and we're coming close to January. We still have no transfer ambition by the looks of it. The squad that we do have, seemingly, there's an admission that some of them aren't good enough already. But, you know, to square off that some of these guys aren't good enough and we don't need to do any business, I struggle to comprehend that. Where's Chiesa? I don't know, is the honest answer, my friend. I don't know. We just know he's not in the squad. Let's have a look, by the way, at the West Ham 11 for the first time today. Alisson in goal. That's Liverpool's 11, Craig, but we'll get to that in a second. Sorry, not awake yet. Areola in goal for West Ham, then Wan-Bissaka, Kufal, Kilman, Mavropanos and Emerson making up the back five. Mohamed Kudus, Alvarez, Soler, Paqueta and Bowen make up their starting 11. For Liverpool, Alisson, Trent, Robbo, Van Dijk and Gomez. In midfield, Gravenberch, McAllister and Jones. Up top, Gakpo, Lucho and Salah. Diogo Jota is on the bench today for Liverpool. We'll go through that Liverpool bench for you now. Liverpool bench is Kelleher, Endo, Nunez, Elliott, Jota, Costas, McConnell, Dans and Kwanzaa. Yes, for those asking about Dom, he is suspended for this one. He got too many yellow cards before the 19th game, so he's now serving a 1-game suspension. He'll be back for the United game though. Harry said, Craig, if there's no signings in January, it's time for protest. No worrying about the effect on the league because it's always going to be the same with FSG. I honestly, they make my blood boil, mate. They do. And how they keep getting away with it, I just do not know. I don't know what it's going to take for some people to wake up and grow a pair. Because, yeah, look, we are top of the league. And that's brilliant. And there's a lot to celebrate about that. But we're top of the league despite them being cheap. Not because of them being cheap. This is the thing, like, if Arsenal and Man City were at their very best this season, this league title race would be a lot closer. And again, they're getting away with it. They're getting away with it because the answer to anybody with ambition will be, but we're top of the league. It's, I don't know. I don't want to get angry about it, but God, when you wake up so close to transfer windows and you see all the negative stuff being written and you see the lay of the land and you see the same stuff being repeated every single window, it gets tiring, doesn't it? And maybe you're like, yes, Craig, it gets tiring, listen to the moaning, but I can't help that, I'm afraid. Bobby, I'm kind of getting fed up of your account, mate. Can you just stop? Like, I don't give a shit about your mate in the chat. If he catches my eye and he annoys me, he'll be removed. But your comments are just annoying me, mate. Can you stop it? Craig, Slot to be taking the piss, mate. Still no Jota. I don't know what's going on with the Diogo Jota situation. I honestly don't. I thought this was the one, surely, that he started. But, look, I find it hard to complain because look at the front three. To be fair, you could make a really good argument for the front three playing. And there's a week then between now and United, so I get where everyone's coming from. And I'm a little bit frustrated Diogo hasn't got the start. But, again, I can understand the three players that are playing because they're in good form. But he is on the bench, Diogo, so yeah, I'm sure if we need to bring a little change around, then he can come on. But I get it. I was expecting him to start today as well. Nomad said the important question today is, will both teams do the decent thing from kickoff? I hope so, you know. Sets the game up nicely when they do, Nomad, doesn't it? And thank you, mate, for being with us for 17 months. Matthew said, just joined. What's wrong with Chiesa now? This is insane. Did Arne say something in his press conference that I missed? Surely it'd be easier for the club to just tell us what's going on. No, it's a lot easier to be lied to, mate, at this point, because I really don't know what's going on. Your guess is as good as mine as to why he isn't in the squad today, because we were told initially a little 2-month mini pre-season, remember? And now it's December, almost January. He's in the squad 1 week, out of the squad the next week, doesn't get minutes when he's in the squad, and then disappears from the squad. So honestly, I haven't got a clue. I wish I had an answer for you. But your question's a valid one. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. How's the FPL doing? Do you know what? Weirdly, mate, I had a great week last week. I think I did 80 points or something last week. So, yeah, not too shabby. I haven't looked at this weekend's because, you know, haven't had time. But, yeah, last week, a surprisingly decent week. really consolidated my place in the middle of the league, which is kind of where I'm at with regards to FPL. Kamal, how are you, my friend? And thank you for being a member with us, sir, for 5 months. Craig, I'm worried about the transfer window. That would make 2 of us, sir. That would make 2 of us. I honestly didn't think they'd have the gall to not have a midfielder lined up in this window. But at least if we're going off what's been written from some journalists, it looks like it's that word again, the opportunistic word. But what makes me angry is there should be a midfielder ready to go on day one. We should have a target lined up and ready to go and put the offer in on day one of the window. No excuses. Just get it done. But, you know, we're not there, are we? By the looks of it. What would be a 10 out of 10 January and summer transfer window for you? And also, I think we're the biggest Liverpool channel. We are absolutely the biggest Liverpool channel with regards to views. Anto, subscriber wise, that's held by Redmen TV. But view wise, absolutely, we're at the top of the pile, which is a very proud moment, to be honest, over the last season to see that happen. But that's thanks to you guys. You know, it's because of you and your support that we're getting there, mate. So thank you for that. And what would be a 10 out of 10 January? I just asked for a midfielder, you know. I've said that all the way through. I'm not even being greedy. All I want is the midfielder. That's it. I can make an argument for a left back like everybody else, and I can completely understand that. But I was trying to be realistic about it and thought that left back was probably going to be a summer situation. The midfield one is just criminal. It is. And if Ryan Gravenberch gets an injury or he's overplayed, I honestly think I'm going to lose my YouTube channel. Because the stuff I will come out with and the anger that I'll show will surely land me in court or banned. I'm not even joking anymore. It's getting to the point now where I feel like I'm being trolled as a fan. I don't know if I'm the only one in that. Maybe I think too deeply into this or something, but I feel like I'm being trolled by these owners. And I don't mean I, the channel, I mean I, the fan, I, the Liverpool supporter. Hi, boss. First time sending a chat. Well, thank you so much, mate. That's very kind of you. G-Cons, appreciate your support. Just wanted to say thank you. You're an inspiration and just a fun guy. Always bringing the cheers and smiles when it's needed. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you. I mean, I don't feel like today, to be honest, that I've been too cheerful yet. And we'll get there. We'll get there when the game starts. We'll have a bit of fun, of course. But, you know, first thing I seen today when I opened my eyes was all the stuff coming out around the window and negative stuff and no reinforcements and Trent off to Madrid and Endo going to Fulham and just stuff that just... It just adds a layer of negativity that doesn't need to be there to the club. Right, super chat from Alex said, wonder how Trent Alexander-Arnold does today. Will he keep cool with the speculation? Yeah, I'd imagine he would. To be fair to Trent, I think I can think of one game maybe where I feel like he hasn't really been at it, but yeah, I think he'll be fine today. I think he'll go about his business as normal. I wish he'd just come out and say something. You know, let me say that. I wish he'd just come out and give some honesty to the fan base. But apart from that, I think he'll be fine performance-wise. I hope. Trent is leaving in the worst way. Disappointing to see his behaviour in this situation. Score prediction, said Schmungus. So look, again, we have to say we don't know what's going on with Trent. We know the speculation, we know the media, and we know how we feel as fans. And if it's true, Schmungus, and I have to caveat it by saying if, because I don't know, but if it is true, I've said all the way through, he wants jam on both sides of his bread. I told you, if he leaves, he's played everyone. And I don't really, that's just my opinion, and everybody's free to have a different one. But if Trent comes out and says he's leaving now, I told you all the way through, it is sly. It is cowardly. But I don't know if he's leaving. So I can't really get angry about a hypothetical. So I struggle. I struggle because it's not that hard to front up and be honest. It isn't, do you know? If I was about to leave this channel to go and work for, I don't know, somebody else, it'd be very easy for me to sit here to you and say, look, you know, I think this is what's best for my family. I appreciate all your support over the years. I hope you'll come along and pay attention to what I do over here. And you'd be upfront and honest about it. It's not that difficult. Unless you're a footballer who is more concerned about PR than actual being a decent human being and telling it like it is. Because it's just going to destroy a legacy even more. You know, a situation that could be salvaged will be destroyed. Should we believe these rumours coming from Spain? I don't know. I don't know, mate. I truly don't know. I wish I had a definitive answer for you, but the truth of it is, I don't know. And for people who don't think we should, that's fair enough. But you're starting to see a little bit more coming from the English side as well. And here's the thing I don't get, right? If it isn't true, it's very easy to put a dagger in it. Or it's very easy to end the speculation. Just takes a sentence. So if you don't hear the sentence, it just adds to your frustration, doesn't it? But again, I don't know what to say. I just feel like they don't care. Have you got a collab with any other Liverpool channels? Have I thought of a collab with any other Liverpool channels? No, mate, I never entered my mind to collaborate with other Liverpool fans. It's not like I've done 10, 12 with them over the years. I have, mate, but here's the thing. All these Liverpool fans that are in any way big are just too cowardly to want you near their audience because they're already second best. So just introducing me to their audience. You should hear some of the excuses, Joel, we've heard over the years from these channels. Not the right vibe. Your channel's not the right vibe. Fuck you. You're just cowardly. So yeah, and we are doing one, by the way. All Red, we're going to be having a video with next week. They invited me on in the last couple of months. We went on and we did a video with them. Lovely to be asked on, and we're going to do a little preview ahead of the United game. So that'll be coming out next Friday or Saturday. So anyway, look, a couple of things, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, we are being brought to you today, as we are every match day, with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Why not try the Chairman Pro Package Face Shaving Kit with 20% off and free shipping by using our discount code Anfield20 at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping. Use the code Anfield20. So let me just ask you guys a question, because I feel like I've answered them as honestly as I can. What do you think Trent is going? Just a yes or a no in the chat if you can, just to see. We'll get a flavour of it. Do you think Trent is going? Yes or no? And then we'll just see how you're feeling, because I truly don't know. If I was to put a guess on it, I feel like you will, but I don't know. Right, so let's have a look. Right, yes, no, 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 yes, yes, no, 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 yes, no, 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 no. Yeah, it's kind of, it's split. It's split. I think it's probably 60-40 in favour of yes in the chat, I'd say, but it is split. Yeah, look, and again, I think every perspective is valid on this one. You know, if you're upbeat on it, fair play to you. If you feel negative on it, I can understand that as well. It's a difficult situation to judge. And you know where I'm at, honestly? I don't want to go all in on anything regarding it, because let's say, as an example, he is going to sign and he does stay. Just as an example, I don't want to be the guy who's been calling him out and destroying him, and then he stays. So I get everybody maybe just holding off a little bit. Because that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I don't want to get toxic about it either. I just want honesty in the situation. As a fan, that's all I'm looking for. I personally think Trent has no idea what he wants to do himself at the moment. Well, he's had long enough to think about it, to be fair. You know, this situation's been going on now 6 months minimum that we know of publicly. So, you know, I think at this point you're going to have a fair idea of what direction at least you want your career to go. I think we all know what Trent is doing. We just don't want to admit it. I think it's clear he's gone, but he's not announcing it so he can play the rest of the season without the fans booing him. You see, I don't think that'll happen. I don't think he'll get away with playing the rest of the season without the fans being frustrated at him. Because the longer it goes on, for me, and this is just my perspective as a fan, the longer it goes on, the more I feel I'm having the wool pulled over my eyes, or we're being lied to and strung along. And that's the one thing in this situation that will make me angry. Yeah, if they don't come out and be honest, that's the point where I feel angry personally. Like anything, you want to be treated like an adult. You want the blunt truth. Charlie said, if Trent goes and Chiesa, are we actually going to buy a right back and a midfielder and another forward? We've not managed a midfielder in 3 years. So, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling a little bit helpless at the minute, to be honest with you, regarding the whole transfer stuff, because it's clear they don't care. And look, you'll get all the fake promises. Do you know what I mean? You'll get all the big transfer window, huge summer, plans are in the works, everybody's working away like little beavers in the back. You'll get all those lies that you've gotten last summer, that you'll get next summer. Always just lie, and people buy it. And then we move on to the next window, rinse, repeat. I get angry, people tell me I'm overreacting, wait till the end of the window, nothing happens. We move on to the next window, I get angry, people tell me I'm overreacting. We move on to the next, and so on and so forth. Until Arsenal and Manchester City do get their act together and do assemble their squads and do actually start to look like themselves again. And then we fall back down and everybody goes, but how? And we go, but we told you we needed players. And they go, but now you're overreacting. That's my life, basically. That's the cycle of my existence on YouTube. Richard Hughes should be sacked, in my opinion, said Bruno. Yeah, I'm getting to that point as well, mate. I'm getting to that point as well. Because what has he done? What has that man done since he's come to the club in 7 months? Nothing. Not one contract extension. Apart from a few of the kids. Nothing. Pathetic. And if you don't think it's his fault, then blame the owners. But either way, to me, he was appointed to do a job that he hasn't done. So, I don't know what else to say. Finty Tin said, I want the truth, as unpalatable as I fear it is. Exactly. That's all I want. Treated like an adult and told the truth. The pylon on Trent is not fair. What about the former regime that let it get to this point? They've done their job. The players are to blame. So, I don't know where you're going on about the pylon, Stevie, because I have certainly not said anything in any way derogatory about Trent Alexander-Arnold other than asking for the truth. And the pylon, in my opinion, is absolutely warranted if he leaves. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he's had a long time to have the questions that apparently he wanted answered. Remember that. He's the one who needed to see who the next manager was and wanted to see if we challenge and wanted to see the direction we're going. And those questions, apart from transfers, have been answered. So I find it very difficult not to feel a little bit manipulated, Stevie boy, by a player who delayed all this to get to a point where now he's almost able to talk to clubs for free. So I do feel like it's warranted frustration at the player, and again I think it's avoidable on everyone's behalf. But the club are absolutely responsible as well, mate. Don't get me wrong. I hear you. But remember what we spoke about the other day, about the club being honest with these guys and not trying to pull a fast one on them when Jurgen was leaving. And giving them the truth rather than getting them signed up when they still thought Jurgen was saying. So I think there's a little bit of both in there. Andrew Wright said, contracts are private, always have been. Cool, let's see it. See, Andrew, I don't want you crying, mate, if Trent leaves. I don't want you coming on saying you're upset or anything like that, because it's all private, remember? You know, let's all just be calm and take it for granted. Sure, it's great. Sure, every contract renewal takes 9 months. Easy, mate. Do you know, we've nothing to be worrying about here. It's not like the three of the best players in our squad are potentially able to leave for nothing in 2 days and sign pre-contracts. So why have we got to be worried? Andrew, everything's fucking great. Oliver said, we should have a huge pull in the transfer window. We're top of the toughest domestic league, top of the toughest cup competition. Players should be banging on our door to play for us. And I'll add a little bit more to that. And we also have a load of money we can spend when others are struggling under PSR. We have the opportunity to capitalise on other clubs' lack of ability to spend. Remember, look at Newcastle, PSR. Look at Arsenal, some PSR concerns. Look at United, PSR concerns. Us, none. And what do we do when everybody else can't pull the trigger? And we have a chance to go out there and gazump them all. What do? Nothing. Sit on our hands. Make that make sense to me, please. Because I'm struggling to find out where these geniuses earn their genius status from. Because, like I said to you yesterday, if I hired you, an Anfield Agenda, to go get me new sponsors, and I brought you in and you were 7 months into the job and you hadn't signed any new sponsors to the channel, do you think you'd still have a job? Or if anybody was brought into sales to sell a project or sell something and didn't get that sale over the line, do you think you'd still be in a job? But apparently, Hughes and Edwards can have multi-million-pound contracts and do fucking nothing. And everybody applauds them. Ha! It must be great. Honestly, I wish I could get one of these cushy jobs where I don't have to actually produce anything and everyone still loves me. Maybe Trent's not convinced by the lack of transfer activity since Klopp left. Maybe, Joe, maybe. And look, I could understand that, Joe. But you know what? Say it. See, here's the thing, Joe, right? Let's say Trent is concerned by that, right? Yes, that's an easy out. Do you know what I mean? If I'm Trent, that's an easy out for me to go, I'm not seeing the club showing the same ambition that I have, right? Do you get me? And I PR machine that one out there into the world. The club are not showing the ambition to want to build on this success. And I'm a very ambitious person. Easy. Do you know what I mean, mate? Easy, get out of jail free card, that one. But we're not hearing anything. Carl said, this private bull with players needs to stop. They should come out and tell us fans what's going on. FSG are jokes. Out, out, out. And thank you for your membership, mate. Appreciate you. Andrew Wright said, I'll not be upset if he leaves. It's on FSG. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to feel, mate. If you feel it's on the owners, absolutely fine. I don't understand why we seemingly want to shoot ourselves in the foot all the time instead of building a dynasty and building on the good work that we're doing on the pitch. It feels counterintuitive to me. By the way, a couple of quick things. We've got 20 minutes to go until we kick off. If you haven't, please do hit that like button. We don't want the last stream of the year to be the one where we don't get to 1,000 likes before kick off. That'd be horrible. So if you can, please do hit that like button. Top corner. Can we do it today? We are 631 subscribers away from getting to 290,000. So you know the drill. If you can, please do hit that subscribe button as well. I want to thank you all for being in with us, even on days like today where it can get a bit tetchy at times. You know, we're going to get to the game in a while and we'll focus on the game during the game. But, you know, I get everybody's frustration because I feel it as well coming into this transfer window. Oh, it's a 5:15 kickoff. Sorry. Loads of time. Loads of time. Take your time. Unlike all the likes. Sorry, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not awake. Yes, thank you, everyone. Sorry, it is. You're right. 5:15 kickoff, yeah. Apologies on that one. Hughes is only in this job because of Edwards. So poor, said Charlie. Now look, honestly, I think I can understand the appointment of Hughes. He's done some decent work at Bournemouth. And the fact that Edwards trusts him, I understand as well, because we all want somebody working underneath us or beside us who we trust and who we feel shares the same values as us and has the same outlook on the transfer business as us. And I totally understand the appointment, and I've no problem with Richard Hughes' appointment, but he's not doing anything, and that's the part that has me frustrated. He's not done anything yet. Am I happy with the lineup? Yeah, I am. I have no concerns about it. You can make an argument maybe it would have been nice to see Diogo in the centre. Also I feel like maybe Elliott could be pushing for a start at this point, but, no real complaints about that starting 11. It's, with Dominic Szoboszlai being suspended, I think it's pretty much close to what we expected. Andrew Wright said, in the summer I said we're losing all three players. Now, as negative as I can be at times, Andrew, I honestly feel like it's only Trent we have to be concerned about. In my mind, anyway, Andrew, it's only Trent we need to be concerned about. I think the other two are going to be boxed off. But I guess the big question is, let's say we do hear next week that Trent's made up his mind and he's going. Just play along with me here for a minute. If Trent decides he's going and we hear about it next week, are you open to taking a fee from Real Madrid in January if they wanted him? Or do you think we have to hang on to Trent till the end of the season? Now, before you answer, play out the permutations in your mind. You're taking for granted that he's going to be professional and give us all for the rest of the season. Will he? Let's see. For me, I'm going to say to you, I'm a rather petty person. So I would sell him. Because I wouldn't want to look at him every day if I'm walking into the dressing room and I know his heart isn't there and his head isn't there. And if I'm a manager, I won't be picking him. I'll be looking to the future and the players that I can trust and the players that want to be here and are part of the project. That's just me, though, and, I'm a pretty black and white kind of person with these scenarios. Right. So, no money, said Nathan. Yes, said Cavan. Sell, said Corin. If they offer 20, I'd take it, said Connor. I'm taking the money, said David. No, said Mads. Take the fee. Irfan said sell. I'd sell. I would. I'd sell, but we'd have to replace. You'd have to bring in somebody to work alongside Conor Bradley or to give us an option. But I'd sell. I just don't trust it. I would want everyone with 100% commitment to the project. And look, I get it. Everybody who's nicey, clappy, hands in the air, cookie pie. Everybody would be like, oh yeah, give him the big send-off. Yeah, let's all circle jerk him as he walks off to Real Madrid and we'll be there behind him throwing rose petals in front of him as he walks and we'll all be applauding and singing Kumbaya together, and we'll have his plane ticket for Madrid ready for him and the Mercedes Vito to bring him to the airport, and we'll all stand there like the Beatles are leaving. Oh no, Trent! I don't really see that, though. Not in my head. It's you made your decision, off you pop. Evening, Craig, much love. Thank you. Come on, you Reds. So, Connor's put up a poll. Would you sell Trent in January if he wants to leave? We'll go with that one. Did you see Ronaldo saying Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or was unfair? Did I see Ronaldo talking out his hoop? Yeah, I did. Trying to play out that the Saudi league's better than the French league, and I'm look. The good news for me is, I stopped listening to the arsehole when he went to Saudi. In my mind, that's his retirement from football. So anything that the human bronze statuette has to say, I don't really pay attention to be honest, because I despise him. So I don't really care. what he says. In all honesty, he's done. In my eyes, he's retired. He's finished. Let him go off to Saudi and convince himself that it's the greatest league in the world because they're willing to pay him stupid money. I'm not risking the league by selling him, said Andre. So, Andre, genuine question. Do you expect Trent to give 100% if he signs a deal to go to Madrid in January? Because let me put you in his shoes for a minute, my friend. So, you're in this situation and you sign a deal to go to Madrid in the summer. Are you going to put at risk your fitness if you feel a twinge in your knee? Or are you going to, if you're feeling a little bit tired and stiff, run through a brick wall? Are you going to put your body on the line? Are you going to risk your future and a big injury that might scupper your great start to your new club? Because I wouldn't. And I don't think it's human nature to do it. We might all want it to be, but I think I would always err on the side of somebody being selfish in these scenarios, because most super athletes or most people at the top of most industries are ruthless and are very selfish and inward looking, and that's probably a big part of what makes them what they are. So I don't think we can be naive enough to expect the best personally, but you know, maybe I'm too pessimistic. Curtis, Trent is getting what he wants, attention. Again, I don't know what Trent wants, and I don't know if Trent wants to leave or stay. So again, I got to reiterate that. But what I do want is Trent to come out and be honest. Big up, Craig. My prediction is a 2-1 win. And also, what are some of your all-time favourite films? All-time favourite films: A Bronx Tale, Jerry Maguire, Goodfellas, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Yeah, Godfathers, Rockies, all the usual ones you'd probably expect me to answer, to be honest. Richard Hughes was the worst appointment for us. No contract extensions and no player signed. Player who's just played one Premier League game for just 20 minutes. Yeah, I never really gave much thought to that, actually. So that, of the signings that we did make in the summer, we've had a whole 20 minutes of, because one of them is in Spain still playing his football, and the other one, I don't know what's going on with at this point in time. Right, what's this? So, Paul Gorst of the Echo, and credit anything Liverpool for this post, say it's unclear if Chiesa has suffered an injury setback, but it's understood the Italian international trained as normal on Friday. So, he trained as normal, and he's not in the squad. So, it's getting very difficult now to accept the line that Liverpool have no plans to get rid of him. You'd have to say that it's difficult not to give some credibility to the reports coming from Italy at the minute, because they seem to be a lot closer to the mark than what we're being briefed about him just not being fit. So let's wait and see. But you'd have to say, like, if it does happen, right, and he does, sell him. Just I'm sure we can flip and make our money, but it's just weird. The whole thing just feels weird then. Like, why sign him? And it would surely, to me, and I'm probably overreacting here, but to me this would be never, ever, 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 fucking ever go back to the Italian league for an outfield player ever again, ever. Because I don't know what it is about the Premier League and Italian signings, but they seem to have had more than the fair share of signings that haven't been able to acclimatise to the Premier League. Alisson is a huge exception to the rule, which is why I said outfield players, but it's a mad one. So, poll's still up, by the way. Would you sell Trent in January if he wants to leave? Vote away on that one. Oh, by the way, I didn't see this. Connor just messaged it to me. Brian, I don't know if you're in the background watching, but Brian made a £500 donation to Joe's fundraiser for the wheelchair basketball chair. I didn't notice that till now, and Connor sent it to me. But again, Brian, if you're watching, mate, that is incredibly generous, and that'll go a long way towards helping Brian get that wheelchair basketball chair. We're going to be doing a raffle for a PlayStation in January to try and help raise some funds as well. Me and Connor are going to donate a PlayStation 5 into the mix. And we really do want to... We're not going to rest till we get Brian that chair. Or excuse me, Brian. Till we get Joe that chair. So yeah, well done to Brian, and thank you. And to everybody else that's donated as well, thank you. Stevie Boy said, we're all assuming Trent signed with Madrid. Can one of the Chuckle brothers at least come and talk to the fans? Yeah, that would be great, Stevie Boy. Do you remember, mate, when Arne came in and Richard Hughes sat there at the introduction of the press conference, and we heard from him and we thought, oh, this is a nice change, isn't it? You know, we could do a little bit more of this, hearing from the sporting director, because remember, in Europe, sporting directors are far more in front of camera than they would be in the Premier League. I think in Germany or the Eredivisie and many others, you'll see the sporting director conducting a lot of these press conferences. And you're right. I think, Stevie Boy, all we want, mate, is just to know the lay of the land, right? You know, we want to know, are we misguided in feeling frustrated towards Trent? It doesn't help when everybody's just pulling down the shutters and we're getting nothing, because that's just going to cause discontent. And honesty, for me, is always the way forward, always the best policy. Who would you buy to replace Trent if he leaves? So I've been really honest with people about this one. I haven't looked, because I couldn't bring myself to actually admit that he might leave. Genuine. No idea, because in my mind, I've been almost refusing to acknowledge the real chance that he might leave. I just couldn't bring myself to think he'd do it. So I don't know. It's not going to be Frimpong, because it doesn't suit the system in any way, shape or form, but I really just don't know. For those of you who are saying Frimpong, it's almost such a silly answer that it's funny. It doesn't in any way work to put Frimpong at right back in our system. It's not even close to being a decent show. Chiesa is a gamble only, a short-term temporary replacement for Salah. But we're not even getting that, my friend. He's not even in the squad now. So, you know, if Mo does need a breather, he's not even on the bench, which is astounding. Sagar said New Year resolution to lose some weight, to lose some more weight, mate. That's probably going to be it, to be honest with you. I'm down 19 pounds so far, but I've more I want to do. Obviously, I need to. So yeah, just lose a bit more weight, mate. Fabrizio said there's nothing in the Marcus stories. Yeah, no, he didn't though, did he? Yeah, Fabrizio's a two-faced arsehole, let's be honest about it. He posted up the Marca headline, front page headline, with a big post about it. How you can't see that he's playing both sides of that fence, I don't know what to say, bro. I don't. If you, these Fabrizio Romano simps, I give up. You know, I don't know what to say. He's not good for football. He doesn't serve an actual purpose. And he plays both sides of the fence over and over again. Honestly, I don't know what to say anymore. You know, Fabrizio said this, but he also said the opposite of this. So, which one is it? Funon, thank you, my man, for the super chat. Appreciate you. You don't want to give him 300k, plus you don't want him to go, are you as cheap as FSG? Let me just give you a... Oh, no, you're banned. No, see, I'm trying to save up all my money to bring your mum out on a really nice day. And I can't, I am cheap because your mum has expensive taste and she only likes the finest in life, which is, why this vision before you. Call me Dada. And by the way, I also have another thing for you. Do you think Real Madrid are going to give Trent Alexander-Arnold £350,000 a week? Because they are not going to give Trent Alexander-Arnold £350,000 a week. So why should we? That's my answer. Why should we pay him when nobody else will? And why should we be played like we have been? But, each to their own. Hard to put into words how much Trent means to us. Yeah, you don't provoke this type of response and reaction and emotion from people unless you mean a lot to them. And look, I'll say here and say, whilst maybe I haven't connected with Trent as much as I have with other players personally, as in, I'm not as invested in him. I still appreciate his talents tremendously, and I still always root for the local boy to do well. But with that adulation, I think, for many people, that comes with a sense of responsibility as well, and a duty of care to a fan base that has supported him through. But, there is no right or wrong answer in these situations for me. If you feel one way, that's on you. If I feel another way, that's on me. But I do appreciate people trying to keep toxicity out of it, because I think that's the right way. We're allowed to be hurt, we're allowed to be frustrated, we're allowed to have a feeling of what way it might go. But I do feel keeping toxicity out of it, which I'm trying to do, is about the best I can do at this point. Money no object. Zubamendi or Baleba, who you taking? Still upset we missed out on Lavia. He's incredible. Also surprised about the Osimhen situation. Thought a big club would want him in January, but no real links. Probably Zubamendi, because I know a little bit more about him, to be honest. Baleba looks like a big talent, but I won't sit here and profess to have watched more than a handful of his games. Rather than missing out on Lavia, I'm still more upset we missed out on Caicedo, to be honest, Matthew. And the Osimhen thing, I just wonder, is there something about Osimhen and his entourage, or the way, he carries... I don't know. It's hard to gauge why there isn't more interest in somebody who certainly knows where the back of the net is, but I don't know, mate. He always struck me as maybe a bit of a Chelsea signing or someone like that, but, he is Galatasaray on loan, I think, at the minute. Victor said, if he goes to Madrid, drop him. He's playing us. Yeah, frustrating. All Liverpool fans just want now is an answer to the question. That's it. That's what I want anyway. Just stop keeping us all in the dark and give us an answer. This is actually destabilising Liverpool Football Club. Let him go and close this chapter. Once he openly says he wants to go, he should not be allowed to play. So I do totally understand the destabilising factor, and the club have to know this. The club have to know that no matter how much they might want it not to be a bit of a destabilising situation, and I'm talking about all three contracts here, by the way, not just Trent. They surely have to know that people... Can I just say something to everybody bluntly, and then I'll try to not be negative after that? Don't be so gullible. Hang on. Don't be so gullible. Don't take everything you're told by the journalists, by the club. Don't take it at face value. Question everything. Question me. Question Romano. Question the club. Question David Lynch. Question James Pearce. Paul George. Everyone. Question everything. Because everybody has an agenda. And everybody has a purpose for what they say. Some of those people's purpose are to do the club's bidding and keep a narrative going. Some of them are to make money. Some of them, like me, maybe just love a good moan every now and again. But always question it. Don't, because you like something, and I include me in this, don't assume everything is exactly as it said. It'll stand you well in life, because I feel we often get spoken to like we're idiots. And we see a situation and we know it's not true, but we're told that what you're seeing with your own eyes isn't true. I'll use Ref Watch and VAR as an example. How many times have you watched that on the TV and had the professional former referee say straight down the camera that what you see with your own eyes in front of you on your own TV in your own house isn't what you're actually seeing? With a straight face looking down the camera, what you see is not what you're seeing, and you're wrong. How many times have you felt that way? Because I'm like that about a lot of stuff in life where it just doesn't smell right. You know? It doesn't pass the smell test. And a lot of this stuff around their club doesn't pass the smell test. The Magpie said newspapers want to sell newspapers. Avoid. Everybody, as I said, has an agenda, mate. Everybody. Like, obviously, for me, as a YouTube channel, I want to get eyes on this channel. I want to get people in. But if I lie to you to get you in, it's not going to stand me good in the longer term, is it? If he leaves, put the wages saved to a DM or a right back, said Paul Dean. The part that I find, Paul, frustrating about the wages is we saved a load of dough in the summer. You know, when we had some big earners, contracts were up in the summer. Adrian San Miguel, Joel Matip and Thiago Alcantara combined was about 17 or 18 million pound a season saved in wages for players who moved on. Actually, two of them retired, in fairness, but players who moved on. That's a lot of money. But as I sit here right now, that money hasn't been reinvested because the players haven't been given the new deals. So we can't even say that over the last 6 months some of that money's been eaten away with new contracts for Virgil, for Mo or for Trent. It hasn't. So where's it going? And why aren't we utilising it? Like, we're constantly told as fans that every penny that Liverpool Football Club makes is reinvested back into the team and that the club has to be self-sustaining. And everybody, I think, is on board with that for a self-sustaining club. But again, the smell test isn't right. Where are all the fees? Where are all the saved wages? Where are the extra footfall for bums on seats? The extra Champions League revenue? The television revenue? Where is it all going? Because I'm struggling to hear the wage bill argument anymore. It just doesn't smell right. It probably has been invested, Craig, into a super yacht, said El Harvo. I don't know, mate. I don't know. But I know that we're now into another window where we're probably going to feel underwhelmed with the ambition of our owners. Right, let's have a little look-see again at the two starting 11s for the game. And I need your help. We're 157 likes away from getting to the 1,000 before kick-off with 11 confirmed minutes to go. Thank you again earlier on for correcting me on the 5:15 start. So, a couple of things, my friends. If you're new to the channel, let me take a minute to welcome you all in. Say thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoy what we're going to do over the next few hours. We're going to go through the watch-along. I'm going to do my best to keep you up to speed with what's happening in the game. We have our match reaction then, where you guys are going to be given the chance to vote for your man of the match. We'll also have a link pinned to the top of the chat where you can submit your player ratings, which Connor will then average out, and we'll compare them with my player ratings in the player ratings video after the game. We'll have a news video coming out tonight to go through all the transfer stories and gossip as well. That'll come out about 10 o'clock later on. And that's pretty much it from us today on the match day. So do keep your comments coming in. If you're new to the channel, we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. Our aim today is to try, it's a big aim, but we're going to try and get to 290,000 subscribers. So we need everyone that is new to please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, thank you again for coming in. Another quick word as well to say thank you to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. having somebody like Manscaped on board with us allows us to keep the content free for everybody, and we wouldn't be able to do it without them. So if you're looking for that gift, maybe you've got a bit of extra cash in January and you want to treat yourself to something new, why not check out the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra with 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com by using our discount code Anfield20. Use that at checkout, or you can scan the QR code in the bottom corner. The Performance Package features the Lawnmower 5.0, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Manscaped's 2 liquid formulations, and they also throw in a couple of free gifts to you, the Shed Travel Bag and the Boxer Briefs. Thank you to Manscaped as well for their support. Right. Owen said, thoughts on Ange's tactical stubbornness. In a weird way, I almost respect it. But I'm so glad I'm not looking at it every week. I'm a stubborn arsehole, Owen. I really am at times. So I can totally understand that stubbornness. But it will cost him his job. It will. You cannot just keep doing the same thing. Everything Cara says and everybody in punditry says about it is absolutely spot on. You can't play the same way from start to finish in a game. You can't. You have to change as the game evolves. And that's one of the things, by the way, that I think Arne Slot has been absolutely magnificent at. Evolving as the game goes on, making these little tweaks, changing the setup, changing the amount of attack, how we attack, shorter passes, longer passes. Much better. So yeah, Ange is going to be in trouble if he doesn't change it up somehow. It's not going to end well. But that's his philosophy. And, he'll live and die managerially by those decisions. Opinionated Observer. What a name, by the way. I love it. Great account name. If Trent had no intention of signing, then it's cost us any form of transfer fee. If so, he deserves the criticism. Teams sell players if they get a couple of years to remain. Again, I don't know how to discuss the Trent situation because I don't know all the information. I can only tell you how I feel about it. And you're right. If it was to manipulate and drag it along and you'd no intention of signing, then yeah, you probably do deserve a bit of criticism on that. But again, I also understand that it's his career and it's his job and his agent's job to maximise his revenue and his earning potential in his career. So, I understand that people have to be inherently selfish at times in life, but I think it just hurts a bit more when you're sold the vision of all of us together, fans, players, staff, everyone together. This means more kind of bullshit. Kind of goes out the window then when you see that level of potential deceit. Hey Craig, been a while. Davino, how are you, my man? I hope the job's going well for you. I remember you telling me you changed jobs. Hope Christmas was good. You've been amazing as always. I feel Trent's going and there's nothing we can do about it now. It certainly feels the wind is blowing that way, Devon. But, as many others have pointed out, and as I understand completely, we still don't know 100%. And until we know 100%, I think it's fair for people to sit on the fence a little bit. And look, let me say this. I love that so many people are so optimistic about it and feel like it's all being done respectfully and behind the scenes privately. I wish I felt that way. And I probably did feel that way at the start. And I probably did give the benefit of the doubt to wanting to keep it quiet. But it's difficult when we're not getting much positivity back from the media. It's all been Madrid related. It's all been negative from our perspective. And it would be nice to get an answer from the club or a point. Remember when Amorim tried to play poker with Michael Edwards and jumped on that plane to go over and talk to West Ham. And then Michael Edwards pulled a masterclass out and here's Arne Slot and you were never the target. I want that type of response here from Edwards. Tipsy Dipsy said Liverpool-based journalists are happy to quickly shoot down any incomings, but when it comes to contracts, they love to tell us to stay positive. Yeah. And again, I'm sure they're being told, I've no doubt in my mind that David Lynch has been told that Trent's priority has been given to Liverpool and that the club have no indication that Trent definitely leaving. I believe that. I believe that they're being told that. But again, does it pass the smell test? Is it really true? Just because you're told something doesn't make it a fact. I don't know. Brian dropped in the gift 50 memberships. Thank you. Brian, I only heard that you donated £500 to Joe's wheelchair fund. Thank you. Incredibly, mate. Thank you. That is such a kind gesture. And will certainly go a long way to help on the push to try and get that £5,500 raised. Absolute gentleman, sir. Thank you very much. And thank you for that as well. Right. The teams are out on the pitch in London. We are moments away from kickoff. I'm going to quickly run through one more time the starting 11s in case you haven't seen them. Congrats to everyone who got a membership there, by the way. So, we'll start off with the West Ham team. Areola in goal because Fabianski's out. Bissaka, Kufal, Kilman, Mavropanos and Emerson, the defence. Then it's Kudus, Alvarez, Soler and Paqueta. And then Bowen up top. For Liverpool, Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk are your centre backs. In midfield, Alexis McAllister, Curtis Jones and Ryan Gravenberch. And up top, Mo Salah, Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo. Your Liverpool bench today is Kelleher, Endo, Nunez, Elliott, Jota, Costas, McConnell, Dans and Kwanzaa. So no place on the bench today for Federico Chiesa, who did train on Friday. Rain said, hope you're well, Craig. Great community here. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being with us as well for 4 months as a member. Right, we're almost there. So sit back, relax, and let's put all the transfer talk, all the contract talk, all out of our minds for the next 90 minutes or so. Sit back and enjoy a good game of football where hopefully we can get those 3 points and continue on our march towards title number 20. What are your predictions? Do you know, I probably didn't initially think some of those West Ham players would be available to play today, so 3-1? 3-1 to us, maybe? I'd rather a 2-0 than a clean sheet, but, you know, ultimately 3 points are the main focus of the day. So however we get those 3 points, you know, we can argue about whether it was good enough or not afterwards. Let's just make sure we get to 3 points. And again, thank you to our sponsors as well, Manscaped. A reminder, scan the QR code in the bottom right hand corner to get yourself 20% off and free shipping at anything store-wide at manscaped.com. Wonder why Jota isn't starting again. A lot of us are wondering that, mate. But look at it a different way. Let's look at it with positive eyes. What a great option he is to come off the bench if we need something from an attacking perspective in the latter part of the game. So it's difficult. Look, you can't have too many complaints about the starting 11. You know, it's a strong 11. So if Jota misses out, I can understand that. Same way I could have understood if he played. Craig, let's get a Joe goal today and wipe away the taste. Oh, a Gomez goal would be amazing, Aaron. It'd be brilliant. So, there's Arne. Ready to go. West Ham are in their huddle. Liverpool going into their huddle. Sit back, relax, and I'll take you through the next 90 minutes where hopefully we leave London with the win. A reminder that we have a full week then before our next game when we take on Manchester United at Anfield in the annual whooping. Right, so Liverpool playing from right to left in the first half. West Ham going to be kicking us off. Liverpool in our black away kit. West Ham, of course, in their usual home kit. Anthony Taylor, I believe, is the referee, if I'm not mistaken. Right, we're underway. We are underway. Ball goes back to Areola, and the good news is he does do the decent thing and launch the ball long left-hand side, where Joe Gomez wins the initial first header. Then it's Maka. Ball drops back in and Verge heads it away. An early free kick here given to Liverpool, by the way. Craig has Links Africa. I didn't get any this Christmas. Would you believe it? I didn't get any Links Africa this Christmas. But I always have some on standby. Right, Liverpool goes short. It's Trent. Nothing on for him, so he goes back to Joe Gomez. Joe carries the ball forward, plays it into the channel looking for Mo, but it's intercepted. West Ham have it back with Bowen. Trent steps in and wins it, puts it out, and it'll be a West Ham throw-in. Right, we're going to sync up 1 minute for everybody, so make sure if you need to be synced up, you listen out. We're going to give you a shout now in a second. We are getting to 1 minute. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a shay, a shot, a hook, a nay, a dech. There you go. A little bit of Irish thrown in at the end badly. Right, let's go. West Ham in possession. Into the right channel looking for Kudus. He's offside. What happened to the behind-the-scenes documentary that was filmed the second half? I don't think there was a buyer for it yet, at least that I'm aware of. It was initially thought that Disney Plus might be the ones to buy it, but yeah, like you, mate, I was really excited by it because a lot of it was going to be about, the players' lives at home and training and stuff like that, and it would have been a lovely insight. We're wearing the black kit, Theo. The black kit, mate. The nice one. Right. Liverpool knocking around at the back with Joe Gomez. If you are new to the channel, folks, please do hit that subscribe button. 596 to go to 290,000. So please do keep hitting that button. Virgil carries it forward. Look, I love this from Lucho, by the way. Look how deep he comes here to link up play. He's really clever, and I love the way he's taken to this central role. Keep an eye on Lucho throughout the game, and you'll see him popping up in different spaces. And then keep an eye on what the defenders have done, because most of the time they don't go with him. And here he is again now, dropping into the left channel. Robbo. Virgil. Back to Ali. Virgil to Robbo. Robbo goes long down the line to Cody Gakpo in that left channel. Done well to keep himself onside there, Cody. Ryan Gravenberch out to Trent. Liverpool trying to work something on the right hand side. Salah. Cuts inside. Salah tries a little back heel to Jones, but it wasn't really there. Trent steps in and wins it back. Well done, Trent. Ball in, cleared away. Again, Gravenberch. He's dispossessed this time. Wan-Bissaka. West Ham trying to play the way out from the back. Look at this from Jones. Go on, Jones. Go on. Unlucky. He eventually ends up fouling the West Ham player. He was unlucky, but great effort from Jones that, sprinting from one side of the pitch to the other to close down. Definitely setting the tone there, Curtis Jones, with the press. Four minutes on the clock. Free kick to West Ham deep inside their own half. Verge heads it forward. Diaz. Jones. Bit of head tennis going on here. Bowen then steps back, wins it for West Ham. Goes back to his keeper. Salah comes on. West Ham have it right hand side. Still, West Ham just knocking around the back. Areola spreads it out left-hand side to Wan-Bissaka. The West Ham tried to play around Liverpool's press, but give it straight to Liverpool. Liverpool have it now with Joe Gomez. Virgil. Maifia, all good, my man, all good. Oh, look at that. Robbo again. Almost 1-0 to West Ham, and it would have been Andy Robertson yet again. Look at this. Robbo in possession. He's in possession, has his pocket pinched, and then only for the West Ham player slips. They would have had a tap in at the far post and would have been 1-0 down. This is ridiculous. Andy Robertson is just not with the programme lately. Every game now. Every game. We're seeing mistakes from Robbo that we never would have seen before. Gakpo. He cuts inside. Great ball. Salah. Oh. So unlucky. What a brilliant, brilliant bit of play that was. Salah will feel he should have scored that, but what a great bit of play. Cody Gakpo takes it from the left wing, cuts inside, and that ball to Mohamed Salah is as good as you're going to see. That was outstanding. And Salah should have scored. Keeper makes a good save, but Salah will feel he should have scored that one. But the build-up play from Cody Gakpo and the vision was absolutely sublime. Right. Corner here to be taken on the right-hand side. Honestly, I'm still in awe at that pass from vision from Gakpo. It was absolutely amazing. Can somebody boot out the fake score there? Corner in. Virgil. Header goes wide. Unlucky. Look at this again. Have a look. Yeah, Salah will. When that dropped to him, Salah would have felt like, just put this on target and I'm ahead. And he's astonished that he didn't score. And I'm astonished that he didn't score. But it was a great setup from Cody. Maka now. Back into Salah. Salah. Oh! He plays the ball across the front of goal and Cody Gakpo comes flying in at the back post. I don't know if it was a shot or cross, but Liverpool win the ball back with a good challenge from Joe Gomez. Then Maka slips it into Salah. Oh, he shoots, I think, or crosses, but either way, this much over the onrushing Cody Gakpo's head. So unlucky. How we haven't scored here in the last 5 minutes, I do not know. The last 2 minutes, I should say, sorry. But again, good effort, good press, good winning. Everything. Good winning the ball high upfield. Can't complain. Opening few minutes has been good. We just haven't had the finish. Well done, Gakpo. Again, dragged the ground. That, honestly, I'm still in awe of that pass from Cody Gakpo. It was absolutely amazing. Gomez. Lovely ball from Gomez out left side to Cody Gakpo. Slips it back inside. Lovely ball then to Robbo. Robbo gets his head up. His cross is blocked and it'll be a Liverpool corner. Lads, we're playing some good football here. We are playing some very, very good football. Just need to make sure that one of these break through and we get the goal, but very difficult to be in any way critical of the attacking start to this game. We've been at it. Right, hopefully better deliveries today from the set pieces. McAllister again gives the signal. Cross in. Ooh. There'll be another Liverpool corner. I think. No, ref's given a goal kick. Gomez looks absolutely confused. Do you think Marca is a reliable source? No. If you want to know whether Marca is a reliable source or not, that's a corner, by the way. Ref's got that completely wrong. Just look at their post when Marca said that Vinicius Jr. will win the Ballon d'Or later on tonight. That tells you everything you need to know about whether they're reliable or not. They're a mouthpiece for Real Madrid, and if that involves a little bit of lying, as we've seen there, because that was a statement they made, it's still up there, you can go and look at it. Look at Madrid Extra, Marca. Vinicius Jr. will win the Ballon d'Or tonight when the vote was on, and he didn't win it. Adam, Robbo reminds me of Hendo. All love, no, I don't know what that means. Running? Right, anyway, we're back in the game. West Ham now go diagonal looking for a ball through to, I don't know who they were looking for, but there's nobody there, and it goes through to Alisson. All heart, no legs. Oh, okay, that's what he means. No, to be fair, I don't think it's the legs of Robbo. Getting caught in possession is just not being aware of your surroundings. That's what almost cost us early in the game. Robbo was dwelling on the ball too long and had his pocket pinched. What shoe brand do I like? Mostly Air Max, to be honest. Most of my shoes would be Nike Air Max. I'm Adidas in the rest of the body, but usually Nike for the shoes. Either Air Jordans or Air Max. Actually bought a new pair of Air Max yesterday, to be honest. Right. Virgil. What's my opinion on the Trent rumours? I just want honesty. That's all. I just want to know what's happening. Trent, back to Alisson. What fragrance do you wear? I don't. Do you know what? Actually, I have a few bottles of aftershave, but I never use it. I just wear Lynx Africa like any self-respecting chav. Gakpo needs some support. Gives it to Robbo. Robbo fires in a deep cross. Salah does well. Controls it on the right-hand side. Ball in behind. Nobody on the same wavelength, and it goes through to Areola. Robbo isn't the problem. I don't know if you're watching the game, Willem, but Andy Robertson very nearly cost us a goal again, mate. So he is certainly part of a problem. You know, there's no point in being disingenuous in the conversations. He nearly cost us a goal. He has cost us goals. And as much as I don't want him to be a liability, unfortunately, he hasn't been up to his own impeccably high standards. West Ham now win the ball back centre of the park. Try to work it left side for Wan-Bissaka, but he's not awake, and it goes straight out for a Liverpool throw-in on the far side. Gary said, "Hey Craig, just got on the stream. How are we doing?" You know, I'd be a liar, mate, if I didn't say we'd started well, Gary. We have. Probably should be 1-up at this point, but you know, can't be unhappy at what I've seen so far. One defensive lapse from Robbo aside, I think we've controlled the game and we've started brightly. You didn't read the full comment. Because I'm kind of in a bit of a rush, mate. You might not know that, but I'm kind of in a rush to get through. Pay attention to the game, mate. No disrespect meant. I'm just, back and forth. Cleared by West Ham. Trent brings it down far side. Clips it inside to Maka, who gives it back to Trent. Trent's wide right now, with his head up looking to see what's on. Nothing's there, so he goes back to McAllister. Gravenberch, Gomez, the Virgil. Liverpool shifting it into the left channel now. Here comes Lucho. Look at that, dropping deep again. Try a little 1-2 at McAllister, but it's intercepted by West Ham as they look to play out now with Jared Bowen down their right-hand side. He's clipped, goes down, free kick West Ham. They're 10 yards inside their own half on their right-hand side, our left. Ladies and gents, a reminder, do keep hitting that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Closing in on 290,000 subscribers, and we do appreciate all of your support along the way. Agree, Craig. Look at Robbo's performance against Fulham, it says it all. And you know what? We all love Andy Robertson. There's nobody here who wants to complain about Robbo, but, you know, we can't keep giving away cheap goals. Here's Salah now. Cuts inside, looking for support, slips it into Jones. Again, Areola makes a good save. Well played, lads. Well done, Jones again. Go on, Curtis. Keep him in there. Box him in. So it was a beautiful ball. A reverse ball slipped in from Mohamed Salah to Curtis Jones, who made a late run from the edge of the box. The angle's against him. He tries to steer it goalwards, and Areola makes the block it once again. But we're showing a far greater ability to cut this team open than we have in recent games against others. The attack's been at it. We just haven't found the breakthrough yet. But great play there again on the right-hand side from Salah and Curtis Jones. Do you know what? Genuinely, I didn't even see what your man wrote to Craig's bold head. But whatever you said, mate, cheers for the £2. Cross in from Robbo. What type of a gimp, simpleton, beta, arsehole do you have to be to pay to abuse somebody? I mean, I'm here for that all day, lads. Anybody else that wants to abuse me, feel free to throw in super chats. I'll take your money all day long. But it needs to be a bit more than £2 to actually be read out. You know, I've more self-worth than that. Tenner minimum before I read out the super chats abuse me. You're gonna have to pay decent money, mate, to get them read out. Right, another corner to Liverpool. This one again on our near side. Alexis McAllister to take it. Ball whipped in, headed away by West Ham. Back with Gravenberch. He carries it forward. Lovely ball that. Oof. Offside flag then eventually goes up against Cody Gakpo. Craig, I've noticed you throw much more commentary these days during live streams. I'm trying to keep everybody up to date that isn't able to watch the game. I know sometimes I can get caught up in little side chats and whatever, but I'm trying to focus on giving people the info during the game. These days, I just always glance back to make sure I don't miss an important comment or something. But Jones now, centre of the park. Little Cruyff turn from him, plays out left side to Luis Diaz. Again, look where Lucho takes up that position, dropping deep and coming looking for the ball. Again, there he is, little triangle here from Liverpool. Andy Robertson now in possession. It's kind of slow tempo at the minute. Gomez works it out right side to Mo. Trent. Alexis McAllister. Andy Robertson. Again, Maka makes himself available and receives it. Head up, tries to dink it in behind. Oh, Lucho might have taken that off Salah's foot, you know. Maka dinks one over the top. Lucho kind of gets there, heads it, tries to control it. But it probably would have gone through to Mohamed Salah if he had have been able to. Maybe Mo didn't give him a shout. But it was a lovely little dink ball over the top. And yeah, you can see both of them have the right to go for it. But maybe Mo should have given him a shout. Well done, Curtis Jones. Great challenge in the centre of the park to win the ball. Well done, Jones. He's had a very good start to this game, Curtis Jones. Right, Mo takes a bit of a heavy touch there on the far side and it goes out. It'll be a West Ham throw-in. Right, here they come. West Ham on the gallop. Down air right. Cross comes in, takes a deflection. Virgil heads it out on the edge of the box, where Trent picks it up. Trent tries. You can see what he was looking to do. Get an outside of the foot pass over to Mo, but he didn't make the right connection with it. And now it's with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. West Ham have it. Liverpool's right channel here. Paqueta. Gravenberch's out there now. Back to Paqueta. He dinks one over the top looking for Wan-Bissaka. Joe Gomez comes in and heads it clear. Well in, Trent. Right, Mo. Go on. Go on, Mo. Give chase. Go on. Keep going. It's back with Areola. Hope all's well, bro. What happened to Robbo? He got caught in possession Or if you mean in general, I just think maybe Father Time's catching up with him, but... Gomez. Ball inside the Gravenberch, who receives it. Centre of the park. Trent. Deep high ball from Trent. Just Trent doesn't seem to have the rangefinder in yet. Slightly overhit from him, maybe 5-10 yards too much, and it goes behind for a West Ham goal kick. You know, it's difficult to be unhappy with what we've seen so far. All we're missing is the breakthrough, really. Abri Sam said this season Premier League title race is insane with Forest in second. I know, it's mental, isn't it? There were some of the predictions at the start of the season from the pundits I think had Forest in the relegation zone. Jones presses Wan-Bissaka now. He's fouled, free kick. West Ham get on with it quickly. We're almost quarter of the way through the game. Still West Ham 0, Liverpool 0. Game not really catching life just yet. Kudus. McAllister plays it through to Jones. Jones looked to slip in Diaz left side. And his shot was tipped away by Areola for a corner. Again, nice little cut inside. Still just missing. Areola's having a worldie so far here, by the way. Save after save after save. We need to find a way past them. Right, another corner to Liverpool. This one on the far side. Be an outswinger. Maka puts it in. Flicked on. Diaz over the bar, unfortunately. Maka's been so good with his deliveries from set pieces. They're at least going into the areas you want to give the lads a chance to fight for them. And there it was right towards the near post. The edge of the 6-yard box where Diaz tried to get a glancing header on it, but he couldn't direct it goalwards. It drops too high. If there was one person you could take from West Ham's team, who would it be? Jared Bowen. Oh, look, there's Richard Hughes. Sitting up there. Stealing the living. Because at this point, let's be honest, he is stealing the living because he's doing nothing. Virgil knocks it forward. Salah gives chase. West Ham trying to play their way out. Liverpool win it back though. Jones. Gravenberch. Man on. Back to Jones. It's a Liverpool throw in now on the far side. Trent. Gravenberch again. It's all a little bit one-paced here. Trent decides to switch it up by going across to Gakpo, right to left. Gakpo brings it under control, goes back to Andy Robertson. Maka, now back with Virgil on the halfway line. Curtis Jones now turns into a little bit of space. Gomez, back to Curtis Jones. Trent tries to side foot it to Salah, but asking a little bit too much of him there. Trent just hasn't got his eye in at the minute. Adam said, my wife asked which part of Ireland are you from? Originally, I'm from Dublin, Adam, but I live in Wexford now, and I've lived in Wexford for about 16 or 17 years all in. Actually, maybe even a little bit longer than that, maybe about 18 years at this point. Right, Liverpool throw in on the far side. Trent coming across to take it. Gravenberch. Gomez to Virgil. Richard Hughes may be assessing the squad. Yeah, he's had time to do that already. No more excuses. The excuses were made in the summer, and he got away with those, and everybody was a little bit calm about it. You've had time to assess the squad now. Do your damn job and bring in players and sign players up to contracts. That's what he's paid to do, and he hasn't done it yet. So, you know, whatever way you want to weigh it up, them's the facts. Virgil, back inside to Gomez. Gomez goes back to Alisson. Alisson goes long. Lucho heads it back infield to Curtis Jones, who does well. Robbo to Diaz. Jones. Oh, wow. Lovely little flick inside from Jones, but then Diaz is dispossessed, and it's with Kudus. Kudus does well. Plays the ball at left side into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He slips it down the line. Jomez should be able to see that one out. And it unfortunately isn't. And it goes for a corner. And again, Gomez is looking very confused. Anthony Taylor has seemingly screwed over Joe Gomez twice here. It goes off the West Ham player's foot and behind. That's twice now. He gave a goal kick when we should have had a corner, and now he's giving West Ham a corner when it was clearly a goal kick. Twice Anthony Taylor has screwed us today on that. Twice. Corner in here from West Ham, and it's deep. Alisson comes and gets fists on it. Bowen now, right hand side. Gareth Taylor said, new subscriber, great commentary. Thank you, Gareth. Appreciate you, sir. Kudus. All this, by the way, coming from the fact that Anthony Taylor can't do his damn job. And now eventually it's a goal kick. Do you know what's mad, right? For all the things that apparently we want to get right in the game, right decisions, offside, penalties, yellows, it's mad how they can't just quickly say a word in the ref's ear to go, no, that went out off a West Ham player. Isn't it? Like, it'll take VAR half a second. It's mad that they can't intervene on stuff like that. Like, why don't we use video technology to make every decision right and only selective decisions right? I know they can say it's re-refereeing the game, but they have a better view of it at times. Often see when I'm watching NFL, they get a word to go, no, wrong decision, lads, overturn it. And it's done instantaneously. Twice now in this game, we could have conceded from a corner because of Taylor and have been denied an opportunity from a corner because of Taylor. Anyway, Trent now, wide right. Plays it into Salah. Salah now needs a bit of support. Trent, early cross in. Again, dealt with easily by the West Ham defence. Trent to Lucho. Lovely movement from Lucho. 1-0. Luis Diaz gets in. Get in, Lucho. 1-0. No more than we deserve. Luis Diaz, who has been absolutely sensational today, gets the goal, and Liverpool have the lead that they absolutely deserve. Luis Diaz just would not take no for an answer. He initially starts it with a ball played into him in midfield where his movement and drop of the shoulder leaves the defender for dust. Watch this. Trent plays it into him. Beautiful bit of movement. Tries to slip it through, but the ball ricochets back to him, and then he buries it into the corner past Alfonso Areola, and that is a beautiful goal from Lucho. Yes, son. Well in. 1-0. Now, whatever you do there, ladies and gentlemen, you don't blame it on the sunshine. You don't blame it on the moonlight. You don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Go on, Lucho. I just can't control my feet. Sunshine, moonlight, good times, boogie. And to all the new subscribers who are about to ask me, Why an alien? Long story. Long story. But you learn to love him. I promise you. Do you know what? That's no more than Lucho deserves. He's been brilliant since this game has started. And there we go. Liverpool have the breakthrough. Sean, I don't think... Yeah, you've said that comment, Sean, about 8 times, mate. And I don't know whether he's going to leave it up, bro. I really don't. But Trent can let us all know very quickly that he doesn't want to go anywhere by opening his mouth. And he hasn't. So, the truth is, I don't know what he's going to do. I really don't. Virgil's currently down on the ground, by the way. It was one of them, I think I think Bowen kicked him instead of the ball. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it was one of those. The ball was there to be played, and Bowen only had eyes for the ball, to be fair, but he did catch Virgil on the foot. Virgil's back up on his feet, moving a little bit gingerly. He's back up on his feet anyway, Virgil, and, you know, it's just an impact injury, so it looks like it's okay. Right, 32 minutes on the clock and life's looking a little bit rosier. Gakpo, little 1-2. Still Cody, he's brought down. Oh, Taylor, you little gimp. He's done it again, Taylor. Gakpo has his foot clipped and is fouled, and Anthony Taylor waves play on. He's such a little troll of a man. Maka. Oh, played that one straight to Wan-Bissaka. Wakey, wakey. There you go. He wins it back and then apologises. Well done, Maka. Diaz now. Left channel. Go on, Lucho. Jones now. He has a shot straight at Areola. Have to say, so far in this game, Maka, Jones and Diaz, for me, have been simply sensational. They'd be my 3 at the minute. Absolutely brilliant. Couldn't say a bad word about them lads today. Gakpo as well, of course, but the energy on show from Jones and Diaz is just phenomenal to watch. Maka. Oh, what a ball. Unlucky. Gravenberg just wasn't quick enough to adjust his feet, but another good bit of vision there from McAllister. West Ham looking to play out now. Diaz back there, helping out now, looking to press. Go on, Lucho. If you haven't, please do hit that subscribe button, by the way, folks. We are now 556 subscribers away from 290,000. So do appreciate all your support. If you haven't subscribed, we really would love you to help us get there. Our goal is to try and get to 300,000 by the end of January. It's a lofty ambition, but... Right, West Ham now. Float one across to Kudus. Right hand side. He puts in a cross. Ooh. West Ham feel like they want a penalty. That was a lovely bit of skill from Kudus. Little behind his... 1 foot behind the other control. Then there was a diving header in there. Maka felt he was being fouled. West Ham player felt he was being fouled. Coote or Taylor? Anthony Taylor's a better referee, without a doubt. But today, he's done 3 things so far that I think have been blindly in West Ham's favour and should have gone our way, but they're all small incidents. Gomez is down. That's Joe Gomez is down. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good, lads. Joe Gomez is down. You can see it as soon as he felt like, as soon as he made that movement, you could see him wincing. It looks like a hamstring based off where he was holding. Kwanzaa's kitted off and ready to come on. Now, hopefully, we have Kanade back for the United game in a week's time, but it's not looking good here for Joe Gomez as he goes off. Remember what I warned about for a long time about a lack of signings, a lack of depth, a lack of options? Well, welcome to the world we're living in. Right, it'll be a drop ball to Liverpool anyway. Anthony Taylor drops it to Alisson. Substitution is made. Jarell Kwanzaa on to replace Joe Gomez. And now the January transfer window could potentially be looking a lot more important here. Right, we're back on their play. Again, if we hear anything on the extent of that for Joe, we'll let you know. But it initially looked like he held his hamstring. But we'll wait and see. There is no more. There's a week between this and our next game, by the way. So we'll give you info as and when we get it. Again, if you haven't subscribed, though, please do. Kudos. West Ham now, little 1-2. Kudus. Shot. Hits the post. Oh my days. Kudus with about 25 yards out. Hits the post. Had Alisson beaten. Picks it up. Little 1-2. It's good football from West Ham. Did it take a nick off Virgil? No, went through his legs. And had Alisson beaten, but it comes out off the inside of the post. It's a good strike. It was good football from West Ham, to be fair. It's a little 1-2 and then a strike back across the goalkeeper. And thankfully for us, it hits the inside of the post and comes out. Right, Robbo, come on. Throw in to Jones. Back to Maka. Kwanzaa now. McAllister plays the ball over the top. Salah leaves it. Diaz. Back to Salah. Salah. 2-0. Cody Gakpo, 2-0. Liverpool 2, West Ham 0. Cody Gakpo. Little bit of a lucky rebound and ricochet, and it falls to Cody Gakpo, who tucks it into the goal. So clever from Salah, by the way, not actively playing that ball on the right-hand side when he could have been offside. He was offside, but he doesn't play it. He leaves it. Diaz comes onto it, plays it to Salah, who then gets it through to Gakpo, and Gakpo puts it into the goal, and it's 2-0. So clever from Mo not to play that, though. Second phase, then Mo's onside, comes back, and Gakpo tucks it into the goal. Maka played the ball into the area. Salah's clever enough to not play it and become active. Then he becomes onside again, spins past the defenders, and finds a way to Gakpo, who tucks it into the net. And that will probably go down as another assist from Mo, by the way. And we're back on the way. No issues with the goal. Liverpool 2, West Ham 0. And Salah with an assist as well. No, he's alright, this Mo lad, isn't he? He's not too shabby. Delighted for Gakpo as well. Now all we need is a Salah goal to cap off the performance and we're good. The intelligence though from Salah, just to leave that and not go for it and let Lucho run onto it, it's just so clever. So clever. And well done to Gakpo as well for having the instinct to follow it in. Ballon d'Or incoming for Mohamed Salah. If he keeps this up, nobody's going to be able to deny him that. Oh, it's not offside, mate. We're already back underway. You don't need to worry about offsides, right? And we're playing again. Chris said it's okay. No need for signings. ... FSG out. Sorry, mate. I nearly missed that super chat. Right, this'll do. 2-0 up. Heading towards half time. I like it. The attack has been sublime today, honestly. It's been a masterclass, this. Alexis McAllister, genius. Curtis Jones, phenomenal. Luis Diaz, Energizer Bunny, unbelievable. Mohamed Salah, composed, calm as you like. Just Gakpo, top notch. I'm in awe today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in awe. Nothing but the good stuff today. Salah now again, right hand side. Puts in a little cross, flicked away by West Ham, only as far as Andy Robertson. Back to Gakpo. Tries to chip one over towards Salah, it's headed away. I believe it should be an assist from O. I mean, you can check your own apps for that one, but should be an assist from O in my reckoning anyway. He didn't get the assist. Ah, that's scumbag behaviour. Surely he got the assist. It was an assist. If he didn't get that assist, they've robbed him. Surely he did. So Diaz has now scored 8, by the way, which has equalled his best season for Liverpool. He did get the assist on FPL. There you go. He has to have got the assist. It was definitely a Mo assist. Look, you can see the toe poke through. Cool. So that's another one for Mo this season then. Thierry Henry, who? Salah. Goal. Molazzo. I didn't know. He's so calm. He scores it and he just stands there. Tucks it into the corner. Just stands there as if to go, what do you expect? It's me. And it's 3-0. And I'm shocked. Because I wasn't expecting it. I thought it must have hit the side netting because he was so composed. But no. It's a goal. 3-0. Mohamed Salah should right now leave the pitch, go up into the stands, grab Richard Hughes by the scruff of the neck, drag him into the fucking dressing room, put a piece of paper down and say, write the contract, you little gimp. That's what he should do. Because the fact this man hasn't had a contract put in front of him yet and signed it is idiotic. Look at him. Just look at him. Just look at him. I command you, look at him. It's fucking amazing. It's amazing. 3-0 and he hasn't even broken a sweat. Do you know what? We're not bad, lads. You know, contract signing stuff aside, on the pitch, this is some sexy football. So that's another game with a goal and an assist from Mo, which I believe now moves him on to 12 this season. I don't know what to say anymore. There's no words left. There's no praise left. There's nothing. I can't make up enough sentences. He is ridiculous. Do you know how much of an idiot I feel like for even thinking that his best days were behind him last season? I tell you what it has taught me though, as a fan, is that if you can rest them where possible and give them breathers, look at the difference. You know, we've been grateful, obviously, that Egypt didn't call him up for a couple of games, and that's played us or helped us a lot. But wow, just I'm in shock, lads. He's just so good. Welcome back, Craig. Man United letting the rats loose on the pitch, hoping the match versus Liverpool gets cancelled. Oh, Salah's on again, right side now. Oh, he tries but the keeper is just, wow. There's nothing better than seeing Mo playing with that smile on his face, and as well as he is. It's fucking ridiculous. What a joy this is, man. Watching football played like this, it makes the heart sing. It really does. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Any room for my man Kudus? He's a great player, Dave. But, I mean, do you know what else, though? Is Diaz now our number 9, lads? Because as much as I think it's mad we're playing him through the centre, I'm not hating that we get to have Gakpo and Diaz in the team at the same time, because I don't think either of them deserve to be dropped in any way, shape or form. And Diaz is just so feckin' clever that he's just adapted to this and makes it look, bar maybe 1 or 2 games where I did have some doubts, he's just phenomenal again. Blizzard said, a front 3 all contributing with goals, love to see. Yeah. And all unselfish and all looking out for each other and all making the runs and doing the hard yards and all just amazing. You might want to, I don't know, screenshot this or something, because you're not going to see me like this very often, but I am like the proverbial pig in shit here. Honestly, I'm in awe of what I'm watching. And it is half time. And at half time, ladies and gentlemen, it is West Ham United 0, Liverpool 3. And it has been incredible. A masterclass in football, attacking, movement, finishing, ruthlessness. Brilliant. Arne Slot's the man. Mohamed Salah is the guy. Luis Diaz is that good. And Cody Gakpo is a goddamn assassin. Jordan Todd Scott said, watch us flying out after November is absolutely boss. WFM. Wow. Football stuff's easy, isn't it? I don't know what all the fuss is about, lads. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow. Blizzard, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Appreciate your support. As I've had this cold for about over 2 weeks now, and it just won't go away. It's lingering. Is anybody else like that? Had a head cold or a flu for the last 2 weeks and it just won't go away. Right, so I think it's fair to say we're happy at half time, yes, ladies and gentlemen? We happy? So I'm going to ask you for a couple of little things now. One, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, what the bloody hell are you waiting for? You've already found the greatest. Let's come on, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the stream as well, because let's be honest, there's a lot to like with what's going on there on the pitch. Again, a quick word from our sponsors. Thank you so much to our friends at Manscaped. Why not check out the Chairman Pro Package Face Shaving Kit from Manscaped and treat yourself to 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our discount code Anfield20. Use that at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. Obviously, I don't need the Chairman Pro Package because I don't have enough hair on my face to shave. But for those of you that are well endowed in that department, treat yourself. Salah doing bits for the FPL. Imagine not having him as captain on your FPL. Could never be me. Can we just give him the Ballon d'Or now, by the way? Can we get the Real Madrid cry arson out of the way and just give him the Ballon d'Or? Because I'm sorry, he is the best player in the world at the minute. It's not even close. And also, he's now past Henry. It's not a debate anymore. He's past him now. Another goal, another assist. It keeps growing. It's only going to continue to grow. Mohamed Salah is just an icon now. He is legit probably the best attacker the Premier League's ever seen. Goal scoring wise, that goes to Shearer, but all around attacker, I'm sorry, he is that guy now. He is. Dennis said, did I tell you how much I love you today, Craig? No, Dennis, go on, work away, bro. It's all good. So look, obviously we do have to wait for some news on Joe Gomez, which is I guess the only downside of that first 45. If you weren't with us, Joe Gomez did go off what looked like a hamstring injury to be replaced by Jarell Kwanzaa. So that was the only enforced change of the first 45. Victor said, who could be a Ballon d'Or contender? Vinny Jr., only one I can think of. Who else? See, do you know, in all honesty, I haven't followed Vinny Jr.'s numbers this season, so I don't know. I don't think there is anyone that we can make an argument for. Look, you have to see how the latter stages of the Champions League go, obviously, but right now, we're on our way to hopefully a league title, and we're definitely getting into the knockout stages of the Champions League. You'd predict us to at least get through to a quarter-final. You know, I don't know how you could look elsewhere other than bias. I don't see. And look, I know I'm a Liverpool fan, so I'm going to be all in here, but I look at the numbers. They speak for themselves. Zach, welcome to Anfield Agenda Ultras, bro. Appreciate you. How close is Canade to a return date? So, I'm trying to think of Arne's words from his press conference. I believe he said they haven't trained yet with the first team fully, but there is a week between this and the United game, so you'd hope that we get some positive news on Canade stepping up training over the next few days. Nothing tastes better than Christmas Day West Ham. I like that, Royal Warzone. Well played. Can we please sign Kudus? I think Marmoush should be the one for me, in all honesty, but how did Joe get injured? He just pulled up, Alan. So it wasn't from a challenge or anything like that. You could see it was just... And they're the worrying ones, aren't they? The ones where there isn't a collision or anything. Mo was doing great. Gomez pulled up holding his hamstring, said Sean. Did you see the goalie kit for next season? I think I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen loads of different bits and pieces around next season, to be honest. All aboard! Sorry, I accidentally pressed that button there and that came up on the screen. Whoopsies. Right, let's have a look at some of the numbers, by the way, from the first half. Possession-wise, 39% for West Ham, 61% for Liverpool. Total shots, 12 from Liverpool, 8 on target, which is very respectable. 3 for West Ham, none on target. Dangerous attacks, 37 from Liverpool, 15 for West Ham. Corners, 4 for Liverpool, 1 for West Ham. Total passes, 273 for Liverpool, 178 for West Ham. Passing accuracy percentage, Liverpool up at a respectable 87, West Ham at 79, and tackles 9 apiece. Mohamed Salah makes Premier League history as the first player to score and assist in 8 different games in a single season. Also, 8 seasons in a row, Salah has scored 20 plus goals for Liverpool in all competitions, a new club record. And yet, FSG haven't paid the man. How stupid do we look as a club right now? that this man hasn't signed the dotted contract yet, signed on the dotted line for the contract yet. Absolutely insane. XG, West Ham 0.1, Liverpool 1.66, so Liverpool outperforming the XG by almost 1.5 goals there. You mean the one season wonder? No, we corrected that, Robert. He's now just the 1 decade wonder, Robert. We've corrected that for them. They didn't get the memo. He's the 1 decade wonder now. Craig, would you make subs to avoid any suspensions? Yeah, look, let's have a look at the bench, actually. That's a great show. And I see a few others did. Look, you'd be bringing Wataru Endo on, wouldn't you? At this point, you know? If you can't get Ryan off and rest him up when you're 3-0 up, I'd be bringing Endo on anyway. That would be substitution number 1. Also on the bench today, we've got some young options there as well. Elliott, I'd be getting on to give him some minutes. I think he's in need of them. Diogo Jota, maybe get him on as well. And then you start looking at the likes of Dans, McConnell. But yeah, look, I'd be thinking maybe even Darwin. You know, you can make an argument, say, can Darwin get his head up and get him on? Maybe stick Jota in, put one of them on the left, rest the boys up. I don't know, lads. I'm just so fucking happy. I'm just so happy at the minute. And I don't know how to deal with this because I'm not usually this happy. Right, Almir said, would you give him 400k a week for 2 years? I'd prefer not to give him a pay rise, in all honesty. I can't lie about that, mate. I'd keep him on what he's on and give him some more incentives and bonuses, but if anybody deserves it, it had to be him, wouldn't it? Like, if he gets 400 grand, you won't hear me complaining about it at this point. I'd be an idiot to do so. But honestly, I want the club to be as fair as they can while not putting ourselves into a dodgy position. But it's very, very difficult now in any way to sit back and make any argument against giving him what he wants or what he deserves, more importantly. Craig, do you think if we recall Stefan Wojciech, it's going to impact us positively? I don't know. I really have no idea what way. And by the way, Steve, wow, mate, thank you. You don't even put a comment in for me to interact back, bro, but that means a lot. To think someone thinks that much of me, mate, thank you. And again to Brian earlier on for his generosity as well, and to everyone that's donated to Joe's wheelchair, for all of you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is incredibly generous, Steve, man. Wow. To get back to Mohammed's question, I don't know what to expect with Stefan Wojciech. I don't know whether you will see his loan cancelled or not, but I would say if his loan is cancelled, for me personally, I'd send him out on loan again, because it was all about getting minutes for him this season and getting the minutes in his legs. But again, wow, Steve, don't know what I did to deserve that, Steve Lewis, mate, but thank you. Craig will be enjoying the lushness of green broccoli. Oh damn, I forgot about that, Jack. I forgot I made that promise that I'd eat broccoli. Now, there's two sides to this me eating broccoli malarkey, right? So there's the me eating the broccoli part. But, you know, are you ready to see me vomit? Because that's probably going to happen as well. So be prepared. You ask for it. If I eat the broccoli and I can hold it down, I'll hold it down. But if I can't, you're going to see me puke. And remember, you asked for that. I just had to mute there because I needed to fart and I didn't think you needed to hear that. How do we donate to the wheelchair one? Has anybody got the link for Joe there that we can put into the chat? Because obviously we can't pin it because today's Manscaped Day. But yeah, anybody that can make a small donation. So to give you a quick bit of the background on Joe's situation. Joe's cerebral palsy and he plays wheelchair basketball. He's been playing it for 6 years, but he uses a club chair, which is old and cumbersome, and we're trying to help Joe raise money to get a new wheelchair basketball chair. But not only that, Joe also works as a youth worker, providing pastoral care for kids between the ages of 14, I think, and 25. And he does this because he's a good person, on top of, obviously, looking to keep going with his own sporting journey And we want to help Steve to get that. So we're going to raffle off a PlayStation 5 throughout January. We're just working on the back end of that to make sure we don't break any rules or anything with it. And we're going to put that live in January as well. And we're trying to raise the £5,500 to get that chair for Joe. And the link's into the chat there a couple of times if you want to click on it. But thank you to everyone that has donated. I know Brian donated £500 to it, which is incredibly generous as well. Fantastic game so far. Can we hit more than 5 or 6 in the second half? Great commentary too, Craig. Thank you. I'm enjoying sticking to a bit of the commentary, actually. I always feel like if I do more commentary, I don't want people to feel like I'm ignoring the chat or anything. Mo Salah this season, scores and assists 1.5 times per 90 minutes. Let that sink in. This season, Mohamed Salah scores or assists 1.5 times per 90 minutes. That is, well, it's the highest rate in Premier League history, is what it is. And, wow. And it just makes, once again, the fact that that man has not signed a contract seem the most silly decision this club's made yet. Give him the damn contract. Stop messing about. Stop running the risk. Put it down. Get it signed. Pay him what he's earned. Gavin. Where are you, Gavin? Why isn't that comment coming through for me? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Craig, would you want to have Prime, Arjen Robben or Salah in your team? Salah. Both great players, but obviously you want their boy. Do you reckon we're holding off Modric and switch off and stop scoring? I don't think he will, to be fair. The whole treat them mean keep them keen stuff. No, I don't think. I think give him the respect he's earned at this point. Because what more could he do? You know, you say to this fella in the summer, well, go out and prove you're still doing it. Go out and prove that we'd be silly not to pay you the money you're asking for. What more can he do? He's doing everything we could have asked of him and more. So, right, we are ready to get going for the second half. The boys are out. Not seeing any initial changes yet anyway. Russ said, leagues look like a 79 to 80 point season, us top followed by Forest. I think you're looking at 85 to 88, maybe 90, Russ. We're on track for a 90 point season, but let's wait and see. As long as we're on top of it, Russ, I don't really mind what the points tally is in the end. Tadibo getting ready to come on here now for West Ham. And again, if you haven't subscribed, folks, please do. As you can see, we're chasing down 290,485 away. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. And don't forget to hit that like button as well. So, Kufal and Alvarez coming off. Tadibo and Fulkrug coming on for West Ham. As they like to, or look to try and get something out of this game. So, 2 changes. Tadibo on and Fulkrug on. Fulkrug still playing with his socks here, by the way, delaying the start of the second half. Right, here we go. Liverpool about to kick off, playing from left to right in the second half. No changes for us other than the enforced one in the first half for Joe Gomez. And we're underway. Craig, 36 goals and assists already is mental. It is ridiculous in a good way, my friend, yeah. Right, so we're underway here, second half. Mohamed Salah, back to Trent. Inside to Gravenberch. He goes outside, looking for Gakpo, but it's intercepted. Now it's back with Robertson. Cody Gakpo. We'll sync up at 46 minutes for everybody. Again, Steve, I want to say thank you, Steve Lewis, again for that super chat, mate. And Brian at the start of the stream as well for the gifted memberships. Absolutely. I don't deserve both of you lads around in my life, but thank you. Right, coming up to 46, and then I'll read your super chat, Justin. So 46 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Corner, by the way. Salah was 1-on-1 with Areola. Forces the keeper to make a save. Flag didn't go up. He was miles on, actually. Salah's on. Through on the keeper. He'll feel like he should have scored this. He forces Areola into a save, and it'll be another Liverpool corner. Justin, where is your comment gone, bro? Said, not sure what US dollar to euro ratio is, but I did €100, I think. I hope it helps for the new chair. That is so, so kind of you, Justin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, mate. Corner in here. Cleared by West Ham at the near post, but Anthony Taylor said there was a foul in there, so gives a free kick to West Ham. With Ashwak, thank you. Said, love your channel. Your honesty, your raw honesty is refreshing. Thank you, mate. I say this many times, but before I was diagnosed as having Asperger's, my mum used to always tell me that my mouth was going to get me in trouble in life. And I never understood it because I always just said what I thought was me being honest. But sometimes that honesty was too harsh. And sometimes it does get me in trouble, but it is the way I'm wired, I'm afraid. But thank you, mate. Luxury Made Simpler said, Craig, hope all is well. I'm praying Paqueta gets a yellow. It's the last thing I need for a bet builder. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think, what? How is he still playing with no situation resolved there, by the way? And lastly, Jen, thank you. Craig the legend, appreciate you, Jen. 23 months as a member, thank you. Right, let's get back to the game. West Ham had a half chance there, and then the flag went up, so it wouldn't have counted. I hope that we do see Endo come on, though, and Ryan giving a breather, because, you know, let's get to 60, fair enough, but another ball in behind there from Trent, tries to thread it through, but it's kind of halfway between Diaz and Salah. Oh, remind me to say something to you guys about a Netflix show. I just need to find the name of it, but 1 second. I watched first part of a 3-part Netflix show last night. And I don't want to exaggerate when I say this, but it's the greatest bit of television I've ever watched in my life. Not to try and put too fine a point on it. I'm just trying to see the name of the show now. Hang on. Kings of Tupelo. Kings of Tupelo. Tupelo. If you have not watched that on Netflix, you can thank me later. I don't know how I stumbled across it, but it is the greatest thing I've ever watched. Salah. Strike. Right foot, drags it wide. Goal kick. No, Kings of whatever, Tupelo. Tupelo. You'll see it. There'll be a picture of a guy with a brown paper bag on his head on the show image. Oh my God. Wow. Don't ask me what it's about, because my wife did and I couldn't explain it to her. She watched the trailer and then she understood why I couldn't explain it to her. It is absolutely mental. And I've watched the McMahon thing as well, by the way. Very good series, that. But that thing, Kings of Tupelo thing, I've never seen that like it. It's insane. Salah. Good ball. To Lucho. Lucho. Ooh, his strike is blocked. It was Mohamed Salah picked the ball up centrally edge of the box. Seeing the pathway for the ball out left side to Diaz. Diaz tries to take the shot on first time, but it's blocked. Now Anthony Taylor comes back for a foul. Funny, isn't it? Gives a foul there against McAllister on Bowen, but in the first half, when the very same thing happened to our boy, you waves play on. And Maka won the ball there as well, by the way. No, he didn't actually. Sorry, I'm wrong. He did win the ball. My apologies. I'm wrong. Do I drink or smoke? Tobacco? No. Alcohol? Very rarely. Like, I might have a drink on New Year's Eve, but from my stream, like, but very, very rarely. Twice a year, 3 times a year, maybe I'll have a drink, but in the main, no. And no, I don't smoke any tobacco. No, I gave up cigarettes. God, how many years? 15, 16 years ago. Salah, he's... I was about to say disrespected. I meant to say dispossessed, and my brain was like disrespected. Probably right as well. Gakpo throws a ball in, headed away by West Ham. What did I think of the McMahon doc? I thought it was really good. Yeah, I thought it was very insightful into the whole world of wrestling and the business side of it. Do I vape? No, I don't. I don't consume any tobacco. Smoke weed? Oh, God, yes. Yes, I do. Chicken or cheeseburgers? Why or? I don't get the why or. Both. Chicken and cheeseburgers. Kudus. He tries the ball inside. Liverpool look to defend it. Oh, well done, Curtis Jones. So, do you do blunts? No, I just use a pipe. Gravenberg. Trent. Slips it into Salah. Salah cuts inside. Needs a little bit of support here. Goes back to Gravenberg. Did I ever watch Dream Team? Mate, I had the Harchester United jersey. Of course I did. I had the orange one and the purple one. Yes, I did. Loved Dream Team. It was a brilliant show. Linda Block, wasn't it? Wasn't that her name on it? Yeah, brilliant show. Loved that back in the day. Dream Team. Jones, Robbo, Gravenberg to Trent. Trent, strike. Ah, Trent scores! About 35 yards out, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then does this. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. You haven't done enough of that, actually, mate, if we're being honest, but wow. 4-0. Trent, I don't know if this moved or whatever, but the keeper didn't. I don't know if it took a nick, but you knew, and he's right to take it on, by the way. He gets the ball. It does open up for a shot for him. He's absolutely spot on to have a pop, and it flies past Areola to make it 4-0. Let's have a look. Oh, it takes a big deflection. Big deflection off the defender's head, and then the defender's head sends it past Areola. It will be Trent's goal because the original shot was on target, but it does take a nasty deflection, which wrong foots Areola, but who cares? It's 4-0. Trent has a goal. This stuff, I feel that he can fuck off with this, by the way. Let me say that very, very firmly. You scored a goal, mate. It doesn't mean everything else goes away, you know? So do a bit more of that, Trent, please. And a bit less of not doing that would be much appreciated, sir. But wow, 4-0. Whoop whoop! Every time we play West Ham, it's a goal fest, isn't it? 2 5-1s. And now we're 4-0 up. Does anybody want to see a dancing alien? You're welcome. You don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. And it's hard not to blame it on the boogie when you're 4-0 up away from home. Absolutely ripping along in HMS Pistol League. Yeah, I didn't like the celebration, Dave. I didn't like the celebration, mate. I won't lie to you. I thought that celebration was actually a bit snide, but just just my opinion, and I think you're of a similar one. But look, he scored. Fair play. That's what we want. And so far, clean sheet. The celebration, though, I thought. Do you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say that celebration would have pissed off more Liverpool fans than anything else. By the way, I hope he comes out, because he can save this situation. If he comes out and says that was for the media, in that case, fair play. If he's coming out and saying the media need to stop doing this, fair play. But Bowen is down now, by the way. A couple of Liverpool players just checking in on him. But Bowen is down for West Ham. Whitehammer said, fans don't worry about the talk. Wink, wink. Thank you, mate. Here comes Ryan Gravenberch off now. Good choice, Arne. Good choice. So Gravenberch's going off to be replaced by Mr. Wataru Endo. Welcome on, Wataru. And Cody Gakpo is coming off as well to be replaced by Diogo Jota. So there we go. Good couple of changes there from Arne. Diogo will get himself a nice 33 minutes now, and same for Mr. Wataru Endo. Good management that from Arne. Thank you very much. Rest those boys up for the annual whooping of United. Jordan, Todd Scott said, I think if Trent was going, we would know. The Spanish media has been lying for ages. But, yeah, look, I hope that's the case. We all want him to stay, but I don't know. As I said before, it's easy to just say it's not true, but I guess we'll know when we know. But it's the truth of it is, and let's call a spade a spade, we're all acting from a position of fear. I am, definitely, because we fear him going. And when you fear somebody going, you start to build it up in your mind to think, I don't like this guy. Let's be annoyed at it. But it's fear. It's fear. I can speak for me and I say that anyway. You think about these things, you build it up in your head, and you picture the worst case scenario. And when there's nothing happening, that worst case scenario becomes the big bad monster in your head. And it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. That's at least me being honest about how I look at the situation and what I think is the case. But on the other hand, 4-0. 4-0. The old goals for column is adding up nicely as well. Rick Maddock, 1985, said that celebration also leads me to think that he's still negotiating with us. Ignore the media, I say. Good. I hope that was aimed at the media. And even if it's aimed at me, I don't care. If it's aimed at fan channels, whatever. We just want the man to stay. And we're all afraid that he leaves. That's it, in all honesty. And, yeah. But boom. Wow. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try and push towards the big target, which is 290,000 subscribers. We've a lot to go. We're 461 away. So if you can hit that subscribe button, please do. You won't regret it. You're joining the best Liverpool community on the internet, bar none. It's not even close. Country mile. I'm not even talking about me here. I'm talking about you guys. I think people take it for granted at this point. You know, I'm the best at what I do. It is what it is. There's no need. Like I say to you, there's no need to be lying about it. We are the most fun, most interactive, most fan-led Liverpool community online. And I'm proud to say it. We're winning the league. Good. Say it loud. Say it proud. Don't be afraid of it. Nothing wrong with confidence. Especially when it's deserved. And our confidence as a football club, as a set of fans, how can anybody say that confidence is not well placed? We're You know, I think the scary thing, what I would say, if I was an opposition fan and I'm looking at Liverpool is, have we even clicked yet? Like, I think this is the start of us getting into a patch where we look like we are all at it, all there, on the same page, relentless, ruthless. And we haven't seen that enough yet this season. Salah, oh, he tried to square it and made a mess of it because it was on his right foot. It was great play by Jota. He carries the ball forward, sends it right to Salah. Salah tries to right foot it back across. But we haven't even hit top gear yet. We've won games where we haven't been brilliant, but now we're starting to click into gear. So be afraid. Be very afraid. Kubril, welcome to Anfield Agenda Ultras. My friend, appreciate you. Right, Jota. Back to Diaz. Diaz back to Maka. Nothing on for him, so he goes back to Virgil. What a Sunday afternoon, folks. 4-0 up. Jones still winning the ball back and playing well. He's had a belter of a game today, by the way. Best of luck picking a man of the match today, folks, because there's been some incredible performances. Diaz, Salah, McAllister, Jones, Gakpo. Take your pick. Endo to Maka to Trent. Did Gravenberch play well? Yes, he did. Everyone played well. There hasn't been a poor performance today. The one Robbo error in the first half aside, everything else has been pretty much exceptional. Oh, there it is. So, Oliver, in this little hypothetical scenario of yours, my honest answer is, why can't we have both? So that's my answer. My mentality is, let's have both, mate. Not give us one or the other. So let's win the league and keep Trent. That should be what we're looking at. And thank you as well, Oliver, for being with us for 11 months, mate, as a member. Right, 64 minutes on the clock. It is West Ham 0, Liverpool 4. We think Joe's injury, UK Stobbs, was a hamstring based off where he was holding as he was going off. Maka to Salah. Jones, Maka. Jeff said, I don't have a clue if Trent's staying or going, but he's surely fantastic at playing poker. I just can't read Trent's face at all. Love you, Craig. Nor can I, Jeff. And I've said this all the way through this window. I can't get a read on Trent. I just can't. I hate Robertson. Cool. I hate you. So off you pop. Imagine trying to say you're a Liverpool fan and starting any fucking sentence with, I hate Robertson. Be better. Elsewhere. West Ham looking for another cheap penalty as Kwanzaa was doing his bit of defending. They don't get it though. Trent now on the gallop. Sends it into Salah. Cuts inside. Salah! Ooh! Tried to curl one into the top corner, but just dropped the wrong side of the bar. I bet you're looking forward to the United game with their demise at the minute. Oh God, yes, Julian, always. But I'm also around long enough to know that you don't take these games for granted, right? Everything points towards an absolute hiding for them, and hopefully that's the case. But you know, we wait and see on the day. Arne Slot, la 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 la. Arne Slot, la 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 la. He's a centre half. He's a number 4. Watch him defend and we watch him score. He'll pass the ball, calm as you like. Who is he? He's Virgil van Dijk. He's Virgil van Dijk. Every time I look up, we're attacking again. Jack Ball Johnson, thank you so much, my friend, for gifting 10 memberships. Really, really kind of you, bro. Harry, how are you, my man? Harry said, maybe wrong, but has Cody scored in the last 3 games versus West Ham? I remember his Gakpo in his first season, and I think last season too. So I'm going to be really honest with you here, Harry. I have the memory of a bleeding goldfish, and I don't know. But let's say he has. I love the way you use Gakpo, by the way. I love that we made that a thing on the channel. Because I think it works, right? Because in my head, when he scored his first banger, older people remember where I'm coming from here. Do you remember the old Batman stuff with the pow, bang, wallop? When Gakpo scored, my head just had Gakpo in this kind of Funko artwork. And it just kind of was the first thought when he scored a banger. And probably because of my age, though. Craig, did you get your neighbours a Christmas gift? I did. The gift of song. They should be very fucking grateful. Do you know what? Actually, I don't think we did drop him in a gift yet. And we usually get him a bottle of whiskey to drown me out. Jota into the right channel now to Salah. Oh, great ball back into Diogo. I love that Diogo had a little glance over his shoulder, by the way, there before receiving the ball. Gakpo and pop art style. Yeah, exactly. It should be a thing. They should be t-shirts. There should be a banner with it. Gakpo should be his image. With the, as you said, the pop art. Terence said, love this show. Thank you, Terence. Appreciate you, bro. Can I guess your age? I don't know how I can guess an age based off a YouTube comment, my man. I'm going to go 17. By the way, people often say to us, to try and undermine us as always, oh, look at audiences, all 10-year-olds. No. Actually, our biggest audience is 25 to 34, believe it or not. And we also have a growing trend of women watching the channel. I think we're at about 7 or 8% of female viewers now. But yeah, people always like to go, oh, it's only little teens watching at home that watch these lads. Not the case. Our demographics show our biggest audience is 25 to 34. Second biggest, I think, is even 34 to 45. And then comes the younger audience. See, there you go. I'm looking at ages in the chat here. Carl, 43. Kiro, close, I'm 15. L7, I'm 27. Charles, 67. Paul, 31. Meeks, 17. Adzer, 24. Sinister, 22. Captain Kimru, Captain Wales, 29. Billy, 31. 47 for Adrian. 58 for Glyn. Yep. See? Not all just children sitting at home. We have a great mix of people from all different walks of life, from all different backgrounds, from all different parts of the world. And we appreciate you all. And I love that we have such a mix of people that come in and view and watch and share their thoughts on the journey with us. There you go. I can't read out all these ages, lads. It looks like lotto numbers flying up the screen. Salah. Another ball in. Oh, lucky. Jota. Oh, another save by Areola. Wow. See, we've a great mix of people there. Some of them even older than me. I love that one there from Scott. 47 going on 17. Yeah, I'm 43 going on 12, mate. Especially when I'm sick. Stanislas says, Craig, you're lovable. Thank you. Right, 19 minutes to go. It's been lovely seeing Endo out here get a run out as well. He's on the ball as we speak. Trent. I mean, I'm trying to think who else we could get off. Oh, here we go. Costas is coming on and Elliott's coming on. So, Robbo will be coming off and probably Jones or Maka. Jones or Maka, I would imagine. West Ham in possession. Back with Areola. No, Chiesa isn't on the bench, CJ. He's not in the squad today and he's not injured, so I don't know what to... Joe from Belfast, 73. How are you, Joe? Nice to see you, my man. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas. So, yeah, who are we thinking? Maka or Jones is going to come off? Who do we reckon for Elliott? Or maybe take Salah off for Elliott. Maybe we're going to be surprised in that way. My first was the FA Cup final in 65. Wow, Colin, nice. That's a while ago. Diane said, 64-year-old woman, just love Craig, love Liverpool, Happy New Year. Thank you, Diane, and Happy New Year to you and your family as well, my friend. Appreciate you being in with us, and hope you've had a lovely Christmas. What a day, though, lads. Honestly, what a day. 4-0 up, having a lovely chat. The Reds are able to make changes and all. I mean, what a day. Oh, Marcus is a fellow Mexican. Nice. What part, Marcus? If you don't mind me asking, mate. Obviously, I'm in Gorey. And before that, I was in Davidstown. And before that, I was in Cortown. Will, thank you, bro. Right, so it is Jones who's coming off for Harvey Elliott. And Robbo coming off for Costas. So Jones and Robbo off. Costas and Harvey Elliott on. Paddy Crackhead, what a name. We're loving that one. Said, first time watching the stream, the lad's a bit of a legend. Well, I hope you come back, mate, and welcome in. Nice to have you with us. We're a bit different than normal football channels on here, to be honest. You could get a conversation about anything on here. From food to films to anything. Dancing aliens. VYK, thank you, bro, as well. Appreciate you. Have you ever done a meet-up with your viewers? Yes, we have. So we do live shows, and we've done a few of them. We've done 2 in Liverpool, one in Belfast, one in Dublin, and one in Cardiff. We've done a meet-up as well at the Beer Keller in Liverpool a few years ago, and we'll do some more in the future. I always want to meet you guys. That's what makes the channel special. Is I love going out and shaking your hand, saying thank you for watching, and getting a chance to put face to names. Oh, well done. Keep this clean sheet, boys. Hope they went well. The shows, oh, they were brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Everybody was lovely, and West Ham have hit the bar. Lads, keep this clean. Oh, the flag was up for offside. So Kuda's header hits the bar, but then the flag went up. So 422 subscribers to go. If you can, please do help us out by hitting that subscribe button. We're trying to chase down 300k. Next one is obviously 290. So everybody, if you can, hit that subscribe button. Do one in America. Does anybody want to tell them? We tried. Didn't work out well. So long story short, we had a show booked in Boston. We had an apartment booked for the week. We had done all of our stuff with the taxes and all that. We had it all figured out. Going over, and we thought our ESTA visas would allow us to travel over to do a show, and we found out in Dublin Airport at the Department of Homeland Security that we weren't. It didn't have the right visa, and we lost about $7,000, and we had to cancel the show. And Connor and I are now removed from the ESTA visa waiver program for life. And if I want to go to America, I have to go on a 10-year holiday visa now and do an interview in the American embassy, and it is way too much paperwork to justify a holiday. So, yeah, I'll probably never set foot in America again, and I've been there 5 or 6 times, love the country, love going there, but one wrong form, and that's it. Never again, you know. It sucks not being allowed to, because if you don't know what an ESTA is, it's a visa waiver that we have here in Ireland and in other countries, where basically you just put in your information, you say what you're going, you get your visa waiver, you pay a small fee, and off you go on your holidays. And it says in the visa waiver thing that it covers you to conduct business or travel for 90 days in America. So we thought we were covered with it. And do you know what the really galling part was? The lady at the Department of Homeland Security said, oh, this is a common mistake people make. And I said, well, would you not correct it on the site then if it's a common mistake? And she said, we probably should. But also, tough shit. So, yeah, won't be going back to America. As much as I love it, unfortunately. But she did tell me I could get a visa to live there. She said I could get an influencer visa because of the size of the channel, which is cool, but I just like going there on holidays. But if you look into the 10-year holiday visa and the paperwork required, it's very intrusive. Far Isle, Dave, how are you? So lovely to see you, my man. Warm season's greetings to all. Been avoiding watching games so my bad luck won't rub off, and it's working. Much love. Much love to you, my man. I hope you're still playing the flight sims and enjoying them. And much love to you over in Florida. Do you know, I wouldn't have minded so much on the you couldn't go to the trip. Like, that would have sucked. But to be removed off the visa waiver program for a simple error with no comeback, it makes you feel like a criminal. And it sucks. But look, it is another country's law and rules, and we respect other countries' rules. But, you know, it just feels like a bit of an overreaction to a very, very honest, simple clerical error. So we've been a bit more sloppy here, by the way, since we've made all these changes. West Ham have started to get more and more attempts, and Kwanzaa is not looking zoned in to me, but look, we'll talk about that afterwards. Will said, how come Case is not in the squad? I don't know, mate. It's not a fitness thing. He is fit, he trains, so I truly just don't know. Come to Canada. I said it, John. I can only repeat myself. We want to do one live show in either Canada, South Africa, or somewhere in Europe, mainland Europe. First country, first set of fan base, first supporters club that comes to us with a venue, we'll do it. I just don't have time to find all the venues. And that's the most difficult part about doing these live shows, is finding the right venue. So, anybody from Toronto or Canada, email us, contact@AnfieldAgenda.com. Help us sort the venue and the show's on. Corner to Liverpool. 11 minutes, to go. Send me location, yeah, that's pretty much it, Henderson. Pretty much, in a good way, yeah, send me location. Right, corner, Trent to take it. Right side of the pitch. Need to call. Right, Trent, come on. Good delivery here. Let's go. Corner in. Bit better, but cleared away in the 6-yard box. Back out to Trent. Deep ball. Good one from Trent. West Ham clear it, but only as far as a Liverpool player. Salah. Diaz. Don't forget, in our match reaction stream, we're going to give you guys the chance to vote for your man of the match, and also if you would like to include your player ratings, there will be a link in our match reaction where you can upload your player ratings to be included. Connor averages them out and then we compare them with mine. And by the way, I don't know your scores by the time I'm recording the video. I find out in real time as I'm going through that video what your scores have been. Another West Ham change coming up here. I always find this period of games a little bit weird, you know, when the game's in the bag and is comfortable, The last 10-15 minutes are always weird in these games. Daniel, thank you, mate. Daniel Trubarak, thank you. Very kind words, mate. Yeah, Dom is suspended for this one, for those asking. Yeah, he picked up too many yellows, but he will be back for the United game, which is next Sunday. Right, free kick. Costas over it. Wide right. In line with the edge of the 18-yard box. Deep, deep, deep delivery that from Costas. And it's headed away by Wan-Bissaka. Back with Luis Diaz. Elliott. Diaz. Look at that from Diaz. Turns inside. Goes. Oh, there he goes. Gone past another one. Go on, Lucho. To Virgil. Virgil! Ooh! Virgil edge of the box. Gets it onto his right foot and tries a curler into the corner. Keeper makes the save. But look at that from Luis Diaz. That's ridiculous. And then Virgil tries to get a goal edge of the box as well. That, though, from Luis Diaz. Picks it up inside West Ham half, goes into our half, turns back around, goes past two West Ham players, and then sets up Virgil. What a game Lucho's having. Cross in from West Ham. Alisson chooses to punch that one away. I don't know why he didn't just catch that. There's Waturo. He's brought down. Free kick Liverpool. Who's your man of the match? Oh. I'd probably go with Diaz. I think you can make arguments for Diaz, for Salah, for Jones, for Maka. I'd go with Diaz though, personally. I've just been blown away. I thought Jones was exceptional as well. Yeah. Craig, did any of us predict this start to the season? I don't think even Jesus could have predicted. No, I didn't, Daniel. I won't lie, mate. I thought third place, probably. Maybe second, but I didn't think for 1 second we'd be at the top of the Premier League now. And I don't think many people did predict it, to be honest. Salah now. Look at that footwork. That's ridiculous. Mo, they have children. Jota. Goal. 5-0. It's ridiculous. Too good. Fuck off. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. That's not fair. That's just ridiculous. Mohamed Salah's footwork. Oh, lads. Is that legal? Genuinely, is that legal? Look, watch this. Salah picks up the ball in our half. 1, 2, 3, 4 West Ham players. Bye-bye. Arrivederci. So long. Farewell. Slips it into Jota. Jota picks out the corner. Bing, bang, bosh. 5-0. Job's a good one. Goal for Jota. Another assist for Salah. That's just ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Lads, if I watch this in a computer game, I tell you that was simulated. It's not right. And then the finish from Diogo as well. Oh my bloody God. Look at this. Sure. No problem, mate. Yeah. Work away. There you go. Lads, come on now. What's that now? 900 assists and 78,000 goals for Mo? That's just... He started inside our half. Let me say that again. He started inside our half. With 4 West Ham players boxing him in. Look at it. I'm not joking. Salah was inside the box of 4 West Ham players. And he just goes, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, bye-bye bitch, bye-bye bitch, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, bye-bye bitch, bye-bye bitch. Then he just slides it into Jota and he puts it top bins. It's ridiculous. Somebody check on John, by the way, will you? Somebody check on John W. Henry, because he's probably sweating at this point. But Linda, the fucking money, Linda. Rami Abbas outside kicking lumps out of the front door. Where's the money, John? Where's the money, John? What a day. What a day. Craig, what food have you had today? Okay, this is going to sound really weird, right? But it's true. I eat once a day. I eat at about midnight or 1 a.m. and that's it. I eat for a 30 window period and that's the end of it. Other than that, I drink coffee and water for the day. So I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm not on mute, Archie. Do 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 do. So yeah, I haven't eaten that yet, mate. I won't eat until probably midnight. And then I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to have. There's a chicken fillet marinating in the fridge with Nando's medium sauce on it. That'll get cooked. It'll go on a flatbread and I will wrap that up and I'll eat that later on. How much sleep do I get? I need 7-8 hours. I can't function without them. So I'll go to sleep at about 6 a.m, 7 a.m. and I'll wake up at about 2. I've always been this way. Even when I was not doing this for a job, I worked nighttime jobs. I've always been somebody who kept very weird hours since I was a child. So, yeah, by the way, there's nothing going on in the pitch at the minute. Now we're back underway. But yeah, I sleep weird hours. 6, 7 a.m. I go to sleep and then I get up at about 2 o'clock. My wife's a freak. My wife can last off 3 or 4 hours sleep. I don't know how she does it. She's a machine. But if I don't get 7 or 8 hours, you best stay away from me because I will be like an absolute antichrist. So for this game, to give you an example, I was still drinking coffee when I started. I was still in morning mode when I started this game. When the watch along earlier on at 4 o'clock, I was only on my second cup of coffee then. I'm the exact same, Craig. Fall asleep at 7 or 8 and wake up at 2, 3. I know, it's mad. And I'm fortunate that my work allows me to do this. But yeah, it's just the way I'm wired. What a day though, lads. Honestly, the boys, sensational today. Easiest player ratings video I'm ever going to do, I think, today. What are your thoughts on the Amorim out chance from United fans? Great. The more that club suffers, I mean, on the pitch, the better. Because I grew up having to watch United win league after league, trophy after trophy, on the receiving end of banter from my mates non-stop. And now it's their turn for a little bit of pain. So, you know, I respectfully hope it continues. I'm watching this Jota goal again, and it is just... It's like a cheat code, the way Salah played today. Right, so Salah's been given man of the match with 1 goal and 2 assists today. Just incredible again from the great man. Do keep hitting that subscribe button though, folks. We're 399 away now from 290,000. So please do, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Lots more stuff coming up today on the channel. We're into 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the game. We are going to have our match reaction coming up straight after the game. Then we're going to give you a player ratings video. And I will have a news video coming out later tonight as well at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Where we're going to cover all the news stories in the media today. And talk about them a little bit as well. Love that, Carl. Love that. This is the best place to watch Liverpool. Thank you so much, mate. That really, really does mean a lot. I like to be a small part of you guys' daily lives or whatever. Like, it's very humbling and it's really cool to hear. So thank you. Man U better. You spelled beta wrong. You said Man U better. You spelled beta wrong, mate. And also, trophy count doesn't lie. So, you know, the next thing I expect to hear from Jim Ratcliffe, that United players have to bring home their own kit and wash it. That's probably the next thing. You know, when you're playing youth football, or maybe probably other sports as well, everyone took it at turns to bring home the kit one week and get it washed. You know, everyone's house did it once, you know, passed around to the team. That's probably what Jim Ratcliffe's going to be on next. Probably going to tell the lads they have to bring the kits home and wash them to save a few quid. Simon Shorter, thank you, mate. Appreciate your super chat. We're into the third of 4 minutes now. What a day. What a day. Perfect performance. Perfect victory. Nearly number 6, but West Ham just about clear it. Oh, no, slot. La 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 la. Do you remember when Gary Neville was lying through his fucking teeth on Sky saying, Liverpool were turned down by Amarim, they were turned down by Alonso, and they moved down to the third choice on the list. How's that working out for you now, you lying little gobshite? The number 1 target was the man that's now standing on the sideline managing Liverpool, despite Gary Neville's lies. Loving the channel, Craig. Loving it for years, especially the player ratings videos. Thank you, Dan. I find the player ratings videos... Ooh. Deflection there. Nearly got West Ham a late consolation, but it goes wide. The player ratings videos I find really hard to do because I haven't had a time to properly digest the game or look over things. On if I've missed stuff, I feel really bad in the ratings when I've forgotten it. So, but I do enjoy making them. Right, corner to West Ham to finish this one. Come on, boys. Don't give up a goal here. Keep the clean sheet. Headed away. Drops on the edge of the box. Somerville. His strike goes wide. And Anthony Taylor blows the whistle. It finishes in London. West Ham United 0. Liverpool Football Club 5. That is right. 5. Mohamed Salah finishes the day with a goal and 2 assists. Diogo Jota back with a goal as well. Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo. Who scored the other one? I've forgotten there's been so many goals. Who scored the other goal? Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota. Who am I missing? Oh yeah, Trent. Sorry. Yeah, Trent. I forgot Trent's goal. Yeah, Trent scored one as well. Forgot about that. Sorry. So there you go. Best YouTuber, you are, Craig. Awesome content. Thank you, Dan. Top man. Really appreciate you. Khalil, your super chat, mate, said I would swap a 7-0 for a 1-0 against a top United. I'd love to beat them in the title race, Khalil. But I don't know. I'll take a 7-0 as well, mate. Don't get me wrong. And thank you for your super chat. Right, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to auto-redirect to the match reaction, but if you haven't, the link's at the top of the chat. Again, if you hit that subscribe button, please do. Before you head off, you haven't hit it, I should say. Thank you again to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. A reminder, you can get 20% off and free shipping store-wide, whether it's the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra featuring Manscaped's lawnmower with their skin-safe technology, brightest ever LED spotlight, and a battery that lasts 90 minutes. You'll also get the Shed Travel Bag, Boxer Brief, 2 liquid formulations, and the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer. You can get that with 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com by using our code Anfield20 at checkout. Right, we'll see you for the match reaction in 60 seconds. Talk to you then. Much love. Bye-bye.